talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay, won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back. Today's mustache is going to be slightly scuffed, but it's okay. Yo, creep, let me even just move you out here, my man, so we can see your full name. How are you boys all doing? Welcome back, you beautiful butterflies, to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Boy, sorry for being slightly late. I was just trying to kind of set something up real quickly. I'm just slightly behind schedule, which is why I look a little bit homeless, a little bit disheveled, dude. I gotta go get a haircut. It's my hair on the sides is starting to get not super long, but it's starting to get too long for me. The top, I feel like they need to cut shorter next time at the barbershop that I go to. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that whenever I got free time. I'm thinking Tuesday. Usually I try to go Tuesdays because Monday, maybe I'll go Monday, because what am I doing Monday? What am I doing? I don't think they're open Sunday. I was about to say, what am I doing Sunday? Like, Sunday is actually just a day off for me, but I don't think they're open. You know, I need to check the schedule. If they're open Sunday, I might as well just do Sunday, right? Boys, we got ourselves another 5V5 1V1 duel stream for the day. Boys, for the NA. Boys, you know what I mean? Fridays are for EU, but Saturdays are for the boys. Yo, LFG is where you get all your dual goodness set up from, boys. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Travis, my man, how you doing, my dude? Yo, how's it going? What's up, bro? What's up? We got a Robot, we got 80, we got ourselves Solo, we got Gray, Chicago, we got ourselves Clemmer. How you doing, my man? FaZe, how you doing, my guy? Dax, how you doing? Boys, welcome back. Sorry. To be honest, I literally am setting up the duels video to be coming out in a couple of minutes. I told you guys I'm behind, so I literally am behind. Hopefully after this weekend, I can get myself caught up. I actually did pretty massive video for this morning, dude. The whole Sanctum of Domination heroic guide for all the bosses. Dude, these bosses are tough. What's up, Athel? How you doing, my man? Why weren't you there in the duels yesterday, my dude? What you doing? Yo, can we rewind the playlist back? I kind of like the song that we just listened to. Can we rewind it back? Because this one is kind of good. Can we add... Chat, do we add this one to the duels list or no? What's up, Sam? What's up, Dove? How you doing, my man? What's up, Dove? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one, dude. Also, an IRL friend of mine, dude, an IRL friend of mine has been playing every time he's on Discord. Like, this is a guy I went to high school with. He's been playing Raft every time he's on Discord. Like, every time I see him online on Discord, he's always on Raft, if you ever played that game. I feel like I should ask him if he's okay. Maybe it's like a, because Raft is a game where you're like stranded out in the middle of the ocean, supposed to like throw this hook. So it's kind of like Subnautica, but like minus the underwater gameplay. We're supposed to fish for like trash and then use the trash to build up your raft, and there's a shark always biting parts of your raft off, and it's like just a long-term survival game. I actually wanna, I wonder if it's like, I wonder if that's, if he's playing with someone else, or if that's like a call for help if he's been playing that solo. Like, what if this guy is just alone, feels like he's stranded IRL, and he's playing a Raft to kind of mimic how he feels emotionally, internally. I feel like, is everything okay at home? Yeah, I feel like I need to message him and be like, yo, guy, how you doing, my man? Been a while since we talked. Like, this is a guy I knew since high school, and he's always playing Raft. And now I'm like, yo, are you feeling like you're drifting out in the open ocean by yourself on a raft? Like, what's going on, fam? Or are you just having fun, just really addicted to the game? You know what I mean? You like the worst music? Really do I, Mr. Fox? Fox, what do you listen to? Well, I listen, let me guess, Fox is probably that kind of guy that's like listens still to like the old school PvP WoW music. Like the stuff that's really good, but the stuff that's gonna get you banned over on YouTube. He's like, he likes some Megadeth, or he's into Five Finger Death Punch or something. Like the stuff that everybody listened to when they were in high school. They thought they were metal and cool. Probably one of those dudes that brought a guitar to high school and maybe sat on the lunch tables playing that guitar, trying to play some of the metal riffs. But you know those don't actually work out just like well on an acoustic guitar. Maybe you wore a leather jacket, you know, green jeans with holes in them that you made yourself, or half of them you made yourself, the other half you didn't. Everything except the stuff I hear you play. Everything except, literally everything except everything we play on stream. That's a pretty, oh man, this guy got a massive library. By the way, that whole acoustic guitar leather jacket, I'm literally describing myself in high school, dude. I'm literally describing myself in high school. That's the only reason why it's so vivid. That was literally being me, dude. Like computer music. Computer music. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I got a track that Mr. Fox is gonna appreciate, boys. This is gonna be fantastic. You ready? Now that's some computer music right there. Welcome to Dalaran Livestream for 5V5 1v1 Duels. Today's stream sounds like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like an infomercial. Yes, today we are going to be selling you a pair of sunglasses. Now these babies go only for, how much are these gonna cost? I don't even know. Let's give it a $5.99 for the day. They're a little bit scuffed, a little bit of dust in them, a little bit of handprints, but you know what? They still feel good and still looks pretty stylish in 2021. Get these babies before they are gone. Starting price is gonna be, normally I said $5.99. Let's start at $10.99. Let's hike up those prices like the good old auction house. Do I hear $5.99? Do I hear $5.99? It's gonna turn to pretty quickly into an auction of sorts. That's what we music makes you think. It sounds like an infomercial, doesn't it? Although this song is a bop. Can we just have the whole stream as a Wii shop channel music all day? Can we just do this all day? This is fantastic. This is how I like to start some of my meme videos. But I'm just like, hi, we're gonna try a thing. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. This is the perfect tune to. You know what? I actually need to go and take all the other song tunes that everybody listens to. Look at this classes award 1999. Damn. We got some old WoW players here in the chat today. These things, really? Are these actually 1999? Because actually, I think I got these gifted to me about the time we moved here. Are these really that old? Dude, I'm getting old. My guild earlier was talking about Razer flip phones. So, we're feeling pretty old today, boys. But at least, as the said, we vibing, boys. We vibing. Alrighty. As much as I'm memeing, we are doing duels for the day, boys, okay? We are doing duels for the day. MIB glasses? Really? Men in Black? Hey, yo, I gotta be honest. I didn't like the Men in Black movies. I thought they were mildly funny, but I just kind of found them. I feel like what I didn't like about those movies, to be honest, is the CGI. Like it was this really early CGI that was like, it had a little bit of this uncanny valley. And at the time when I watched this, I was like, there's something unnerving about these movies. I don't know what it is, but there's something I don't like about them. It's not the actors. It's not really the comedy. I can't put a finger on it. And it was really down to the CGI. It had that uncanny valley to it, right? It's like that dip where it becomes like really weird. I kind of want to watch this movie back because I'm pretty sure I'll the words that'll come out of my mouth is going to be, this aged like milk in terms of the CGI. You know what I mean? Like some of the CGI in movies are really, you know. I guess I'm Russell, bro. It's good. DH has actually been pretty good. Nakin, how you doing, my man? In 1999, CGI was on point though. Not with that movie. I don't know. And maybe I need to go watch it again. Anyway, boys. Let's turn on the music that Mr. Fox hates. Back to the regular, back to the business. What do you think about that last song, by the way? I'm actually thinking of adding it anyway. Alrighty, boys. Let's have some fun with the duels for the day. Enough stalling. I'm sure we are just bursting at the seams with the groups that we have for the day for 5v5 You know what I mean? Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, let me go and pop you guys in here with the pin for the day on how to join the duels. Yeah, Mr. Fox, my man, I just want to kind of springboard off of what you said just to make some jokes. I don't actually mean anything bad by it. I'm literally here just to make some jokes, entertain people. Literally nothing against you. I do hope you enjoy the streams, whether you like the music or not. You're probably a really pleasant guy. Probably if we actually talked, we'll probably have more stuff in common. And even if you don't, hey, I hope you enjoy the streams either way. Da swag emoji wed. Is this really what I look like, dude? Oh my god. Fantastic. I love it, dude. I love it. Da swag. I love it, dude. I love it. Yo, drop it in the Discord. Kren's probably gonna whip something up. Drop that in the Discord. Kren is probably gonna whip it up whenever she has free time. Let's do it, boys. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it, boys. Dal Edge Boy on the scene, on the case. What do we got for groups, boys? NA. How we doing? Bald already with 5v5 ready, dude. Let's go, man. Bro, add that. You like that, AJ? You like that? Let's go, dude. Let's go. I agree, but the latest one does not have the CGI excuse. Does it not? I heard the latest Men in Black movie actually bombed really badly. I don't know if it's actually bad or actually good, but all I heard is it was not like these movies. Something about the actors, like it just wasn't. It just fell off. Like so much for a franchise, you know what I mean? I guess. Bald 4 out of 5. It's all good. We'll wait for one more. We'll be good to go, my dude. I'm on TRT. Makes it a bit snippy at times. What the hell is TRT? Should I look it up? What is TRT? What is TRT? TRT. Oh, okay. I actually had no idea what the acronyms meant. Cool. Yeah, had no idea. That's pretty cool. Yeah, hopefully you have yourself a enjoyable stream either way, my guy. That's all we care about. Yeah, whether you hang around, whether you're not. Hopefully you're having a great afternoon. You like? Didn't Razer make the flip phones? Yes. Yes, they did make the flip phone again, like a smartphone flip phone. I don't know how popular that thing was, you know, but that's what my guild is rocking about is flip phones. So I'm already coming into the stream feeling like I'm old, dude, because that's where I was as a kid, dude. I had one of those, and then people had the Yo, Dove, how you doing, fam? Welcome back to the streams with a dono. Let's go. Dove, not even a message. Can we get a hashtag Dove in chat? Showing appreciation for one the dono. Appreciate you so much, fam. Hopefully you have yourself a good one. Cool, cool, cool. Delta Force is ready. With Bald is ready. Okay, Nexus, I do need to... It's flexing, right? Just to make sure that... Let me just move you guys. Just so I can do this one time with flexing and we'll be good to go. Is it way down? Yeah, okay, cool. Flexing. Old man eyes it. I had to actually zoom in IRL. Bald and flexing. We got ourselves the groups over on the NA. Are we gonna see your boy Chicago? Are we gonna see your boy Chill Pills? Are we gonna see your boy Seavark? Are we gonna see some of the old school duel players? You know who I miss? You know who I miss in these duels? Lucron. Lucron. Hey now, let's get serious, Santiago. I'm down for that, dude. I'm down to let's get super mega serious. Oh my god. Always. Let me get the audio up and running. We'll play this mix for now, but if it kind of just turns sideways, we'll just go to another mix. Switch. We got ourselves the boys with Dark XRP as a Shadow Priest on Team 1. We got ourselves Killel Jr. with my Lord Pala back in action. Just saying a prayer to the other team and his team for a good luck. We got Skills if you're a warrior with TM Assassin. Or is it massaging? Massing? We got TM in here. We got AJ Grab and Survival Hunter with flexing. Also Survival Hunter both with doubled swords, dude. Two-handers. FAQ in stealth. We got a stealth list to dueling. Ori back in action with Snoogan. Interesting. Interesting name. Does Snoogan mean anything? Call him Snoo. I guess we can call him Snoo, right? Gonna give him the big old snoo. Gonna be a knockback onto Skills as AJ. Already got some damage rolling onto Skills. He is a Feared Warrior just to engage in combat, whether with a pet, whether with a hunter. Gonna be AJ poking out in front of him, making sure to tag him with a surfacing. So that's gonna be a Blade Storm coming out for Skills. It is getting some little Blade Storm together with Wreck. I think that's a free Wreck though. So he must be playing the Tormented King's Century. AJ taking quite a bit of damage. Staying in melee, might be a little bit careful here. Shad's gonna be Malediction Shackles trying to get used on the AJ. Walking to Freeze and Trap afterwards. Trinket out of it. Skills actually finds himself pretty low on health. Did AJ go for the totem? Skills actually died to the totem. He was still melting to the voodoo totem. Big old fear onto AJ. Just needs to finish on Skills. He's gonna have some barred health. Trying to catch up in heals. Good turn around to AJ. Big condemns coming through. It looks like Skills actually did bring it back. That totem almost took him out from around the pillar. That's actually kind of nutty. Snoo coming out next as a Frosty EK. Venthier got himself a little bit of dodge. I wonder how many Skills he's dodging from Skills. And Skills is going to get obliterated down. is going to be a big old dragon flying through as Milord Pala is up next. AMS out for Snoo, has a bit of a war stub for Milord Pala to stun him. And Snoo taking lots, massive damage on Milord Pala, just coming back to avenge AJ. I do wonder if he had that avenging passive rolling there as well. FAQ is going to be up next. Milord Pala wasn't sure if it's a rogue or someone else in that team he's going up against. Going to be a rogue, sapping him from behind. Cheap shot rolling in, Kid shot coming out. That's a Vendetta rolling too with an evasion, but Milord Pala still blasted through it blind, but the rogue did bring him Cloak of Shadows to him, cover himself from all the light. With a blind to follow, Milord Pala actually choosing to trinket out of it, and FAQ with a Vendetta rolling to Milord Pala is going to go for a vanish. Looks like he's going to be able to get out of there scot-free. No dots, but Milord Pala picking up the eye. Should be able to see the rogue actually as he's just approaching him. It looks like Milord Pala was more focused on trying to find the rogue, maybe looking way out in distance when the rogue is literally nearby. But still, rogue with not a lot of help. FAQ going for a Kid shot, short Kid shot, trying to see if he can door shot us out of there. Milord Pala might be lagging a little bit, which might have been what stumped him for a second, or maybe expected a full kidney shot, walked away from his keyboard for a second, made a sandwich, did his taxes, came back, and was like, wait, that wasn't an 8 billion year long kidney shot. That was actually just 3 seconds. I probably could have just kept playing. Could have probably just ended the road. Picking up the eyes again, and FAQ, if he's out in the open, could be really bad for him. Milord Pala does see him, hits him with a slow shadow step coming out for the rogue, but a little bit too late. Let's have a trinket into a kidney shot into Milord Pala. Really short kidney shot. That's a couple of those that he's done so far. Will not be able to get himself a reset, and with cheat death, keeping him alive for just a little bit longer. That final verdict is going to be able to, or last verdict? Is it last verdict? Final verdict. Going to be able to slap him down. Does have Seraphim rolling. That's going to be Ori up next. Ori, the Knacker Lord Boomkin, the champion from, I think, like, first week of patch 9.1 being out. This guy is a monster. Bash into Milord Pala. No more trinket by the Paladin. Does have immunities of Bubble and Blessing of Protection. Is going to have to slow down this game with plenty of healing. Ori, also quite a lot of self-healing on this guy. Is trying to see if he can juke out Milord Pala. No Typhoon to combo into it. And Milord Pala is staying on Ori's tail. Ori is still holding on to that Fleshcraft shield. That thing is going to be massive. Plenty of tankiness for this Boomy. Especially when he can pop in a bear form, get himself a much better, stronger version of it. And Milord Pala getting dotted up. Star Surge is flying at him. Ori knocking him back with Starfalls falling. And Ori looking to maybe get the hell out of dodge. Flash of lights are coming out by Milord Pala as Ori just flaps out of the way. Milord Pala looking for a way to maybe engage Ori. He needs to find a way to do this. There's going to be quite a bit of a gap between where him and Ori is standing. It's going to mount up. That's going to be a Flesh Cup for Ori. Does he want to get interrupted? I think maybe he was planning to get interrupted. Probably should have done Flesh Cup in bear form if he wanted the biggest Flesh Cup possible. Maybe expected a Hammer of Justice out of Milord Pala. Actually, is that what happened? Was he, or is he playing Earmere Soulbind? It depends on Soulbind or he's playing. If he's playing Merilith, that means the Flesh Cup is going to give him immunity to CC while you're channeling, and after you finish channeling Flesh Cup for like 4 seconds after with a bit of healing. With Earmere, I don't think they have any combos with Flesh Cup, so it just ends up being a simple shield. Milord Pala trying to maintain himself as healthy as he can, but Ori has the mobility utilizing that Boomy leap back, the Boomy version disengage with Wild Charge, swapping out forms, making sure he's ahead of Milord Pala. Wants to make sure there's maximum range between him and Milord Pala. He really wants to make sure this Paladin takes the time to burn mobility to catch up after Ori. Gonna be a Hand of Freedom as the roots try to come out, as Milord Pala finally closes the gap, blind into Ori. Could be a Barskin here. Milord Pala got a lot of damage rolling. Ori is just hanging out, chilling, not using the defensive until Barskin later. It's going to be chicken out of the Hammer of Justice. Is going to get himself a frenzied region rolling. Trying to go for a juke. Does he get to Typhoon to combo into it? And Milord Pala is on the ground with Wings and Seraphim rolling. Ori is going to be able to get some pot shots in there. At least some pot dots in there, if anything. As Milord Pala is still on the chase. Hand of Freedom is up. Bash as he gets close to Ori. Cyclone. No trinket available for this one. Ori recovering with the regrowth. And Ori's going to have himself a hell of a game, making sure there's plenty of range between him and the Pala. And that's going to be Milord actually just going for like a nice jump on the ramp, actually just covering a lot of distance. But that's going to be a Belf. Try to see if he can remove that Thorns. Does not want to do damage into this Druid if he doesn't have to. And Nori might just have to jump out at Milord Pala. It's going to heal him with the Shackles and Malediction. Shield of Innocence up for Milord Pala. Or he's going to break the Shackles, knocking Milord Pala back as Milord healing through all the Malediction necrotics. Is Milord Pala also playing the Shackles and Malediction, or is he still playing the original trinket? That's my question. I do wonder, because that trinket is pretty nuts. Already popping in bear form with a full flash cap that's going to give him quite a lot of survivability. Actually, He is Merileth Soulbind, so he did Fleshcraft to try to avoid a Hodge. Because he is Merileth, you can actually see like a faint effect if you're Merileth Fleshcraft. Because of the Ultimate Transformation, I think it's called. It's a trait in the Soulbind tree. Either way, my Lord Pala actually taking a moment to just go to sleep. He's just recovering, dude. He's just recuperating bits before he goes in to burn off the Hand of Freedoms as well as the Pony. Because he is going to need to burn all those things in order to catch up to Ori. Mounted up, ready to go. Going to be a big flat by Ori, covering a large distance. My Lord Pala dismounting. Pony is up. It's going to be bashed. He's getting close into immediately Trinket. There's going to be a charge onto Ori. Barking up for Ori. Actually going to take the most damage since he's not in bear form. My Lord actually taking lots of dot damage while he's trying to go for burst. Has to actually back up blind to Ori. Is going for a more defensive blind. Has a little sewer playing him a song. Cheering him on. He got a little cheerleader with him, but knocked back by Ori. My Lord Pala either think it maybe back up behind the pillar or keep chasing. It looks like he's going to keep chasing after Ori. Is my Lord Pala playing the Judgment that dispels the dots? That dispels magic effects? Because that's actually huge if he is. That's going to reduce a lot of Ori's sustained damage if he does have it. That's going to be massive. What's up, Thunderhead, my man? How's this car through the floods? Yo, I'm sorry to hear about Thunderhead. Apparently, boys, hero from Thunderhead. There's floods in Germany. If you guys are watching this video from Germany, you boys stay safe. Good luck. I wish you the best because we have quite a lot of EU boys watching these duels. Gonna be a war stun by Ori into Cyclone to my Lord Pala. Does he bubble it? He chooses not to. Can you bop out of that? I don't think you can. As Ori recovers a little bit of health and taking Winston to my Lord Pala. Is at least gonna be able to ruin him. Interrupting my Lord Pala. Not just a silence, but a good old interrupt in there too. Lord Pala still gonna cast some flash of lights and spinning in place. Just starting to recover while Shield of Vengeance is up. As Ori just didn't have the most amount of damage available. Hodge from Ori as just trying to see if he can juke out my Lord Pala. Good Hodge save by my Lord. It's gonna be a bash into immediate Cyclone by Ori. As just recovering a little bit of health. We are at 21% dampener. As a flash cap comes out for Ori. And look, if you can see actually on Ori, there's a bit of a shimmer starting from his hooves upwards. And that means he's running Merileth. But Lord Pala tried to see if he can hide behind the line of sight, under the tall pillar, under the bridge, under this little scaffolding, under this little shelf above him. But looks like he's gonna have to wait it out. He doesn't want to just run out and get dotted by Ori. He wants to try to see if he can use the line of sight to catch up to Ori. Big flap covering massive distance. My Lord Pala does go for the judgments. I do need to check if he is running judgment on a talent where judgments remove magical effects. Does he? Looks like he does not, so he cannot remove these dots, and also he cannot dispel the swarm. No, dude. Paladin, you really get to feel like a wheelchair against this Boomy. Paladins do not have a crazy amount of mobility. They have limited mobility, which is crazy good. Like Pony, Hand of Freedom, right? Just immunity to slows, and Pony for that burst of speed. That can be good. But when you have a Boomy who can just passively move faster than you, burning cooldowns for mobility just to catch up to the guy, that is rough. Look at Ori just covering that distance, literally flying across. He might as well be a demon hunter, dude. He just pressed glide. That's awesome. What's up, Nikita? How you doing, my man? Zaso, bro. Zdorova. How you doing, boys? Bash onto my Lord Pala. Trinkets out of it. Get a knocked back by Ori. Hand of Freedom and Pony used together to catch up to Ori. It's going to be a bar skip by the Druid. As my Lord Pala finally trying to go for the biggest damage possible. Big blind to Ori. Does he have the biggest damage happen? Actually, blind breaks. Warps up real quick with Cyclone right after. My Lord Pala is going to interrupt that Cyclone. Ori with Friends of Reach and trying to get us a lot of healing. That's a lot of damage smacked by my Lord Pala. Roar. Cyclone coming out. Does he bubble it just to try to go for damage? He chooses not to bubble. He doesn't want to give up the bubble as Ori recovered a ton of health after all that burst. He just recovered in a single regrowth. Dots are rolling onto my Lord Pala. Has a Shield of Vengeance. If you can just catch up to Ori, massive flap, creating that massive distance. This arena is Ori's playground. This is so perfect for him. It's sad, yo, my Lord. I know it's rough, dude. I know it's rough. Some maps are going to be better for other classes, right? There's not much you can really do about it. That's just the case of the game, dude. You know what I mean? I think you just gotta find, because you gotta get Trinket out of Ori, and then you just gotta catch him in a bad setup. Out of form with a Hodge, and then I think it's doable. As my Lord Pala taking lots of damage from Ori, who's turned up the heat. That's gonna be my Lord Pala bubbling out of it. Had to, as the dots were really rampant with all the Star Surge damage on top of it. Ori though looks like he's taking a bit of damage himself too. Shackles malediction onto my Lord Pala. I think it might be over, and down it goes. There's no way to interrupt these shackles as Ori just consumes my Lord Pala's soul. Oh my goodness. My Lord Pala came in really swinging for the fences, but Ori has that mobility. And I guess the class as immobile as a paladin, there's only so much you could do. TM Assassin is going to be up next. Swapping to 1 poison with 39% dampening. Really trying to give Ori no opportunity to heal. Getting the bleeds up and running. That's going to be Thorns immediately for Ori. Perfect opportunity for him to dot up the rogue. Is it going to be a knockback? Does TM have a shadow step? Goes for a smoke bomb, trying to get himself a bit of a reset. Is he going to be able to catch himself a reset? Probably. No, Ori hits him with the moonfire. So he couldn't even do that. Ori tried to see if he could swing around the corner. TM Assassin is looking for that reset. Does get it. Does he catch up to Ori? Shadow Step might be coming out here. Sap onto Ori as he gets out of combat. And TM is still taking a bit of damage. The Swarm is back on Ori for defensive bash. TM is going to be tricking out of it with the kidney shot onto Ori, but he pops in a barrel form. It's going to be a bar skin. As a Vendetta comes out, Ori is going to take a little bit of pressure here. TM, does he have any dots? He does have the Swarm on him. Ori's going to go for War Step with a Cyclone. Does he catch it? He does not. The War Step was super short, since it is a rogue. Shackles, but he roars those shackles, and it's going to be TM. Try to catch up to Ori. Back in that bear form. Knocking the rogue back. No more Shadow Step. Ori might actually be able to maybe catch up. Regrowth, not a lot of health real left. It's going to be Garrode out of the rogue, interrupting Ori. Probably a kidney shot available if he needs it. Kidney shot, I think it might be over. Yep, with the spikes, it's all you can do. Ori played it out as best as he could. Yeah, that dampening caught up to the Paladin as well as the Druid. That is a rough matchup. Flexing versus TM is going to be able to harpoon after him. Pet is on him. TM can't really go anywhere. Does he have anything left? Does have evasion. Might be able to evade through the damage of Flexing. Can Cloak of Shadows a lot of this damage. Cloak and evasion used, but turning it back to Flexing, which is actually not a good idea. Because Flexing will still be able to lobby those nades, actually evading the nades, but I don't know if he's evading all the abilities. You want to make sure you're facing the target as they're using abilities at you with evasion. Evasion does not let you dodge for if it's sitting behind you. How can you dodge something behind you? I guess at that point, the person could just miss. Blind onto the pet as TM has dots rolling on him. Kill shot by Flexing, taking him out. Only so much you could do. And Dark XP eating a freezing trap immediately. We are 50% dampening. Shadow Priests are pretty deadly. If you guys remember the Shadow Priests from yesterday's EU duels, Shadow Priests can be super deadly and really kind of tanky, actually. Like their cloth, right? It's just a cloth. They're just wearing a t-shirt that's just super long called a robe. But they can be deadly. Flexing, trying not to get taken too much damage from Dark XP off the bat. Shadow mending, but is unable to really maintain himself. 53% dampening. Going to be a greater fade. Try to catch up to Flexing with a fear to follow. And finally, the Dark XP is going to hit him with the mind games. Flexing could feign death. It does feign death, so you can continue some damage onto Dark. Stun onto the Shadow Priest. Trinkets out of it. Does he have anything left right now? And just trying to see if he might be able to survive. Big rate of, oh, not great of fade. Big disperse as well as a vamp touch. Usually people would combo vamp touch together with PI. It looks like Dark might not be able to. That's gonna be some horror effect. It's gonna hit Flexing with a horror. If Kal-El just runs out, he might be able to tag Flexing. Looks like he didn't. He's giving this man as much of an honor duel as he can. Waiting it out. So Flexing is able to get all the traps up and running. It's as much of an honor duel as Flexing is gonna be able to get. He doesn't have a trinket for a while, so that's gonna be really bad reversing against a rogue. But all the traps set up. If he just can get this rogue to open up onto one of the traps, he'll be in a perfect spot. And the rogue is either gonna have to wait for a flare or just shadow step in there. If the rogue walks in the wrong angle, oh, there goes immediate trinket. Kal-El could go for a stun. Freeze the trap again. Puts Kal-El back on ice. Oh no! Now he's gonna create that distance that he needs with a steel trap. Kal-El, he's not out of the game just yet. No trinket or Flexing. Stun by Flexing. Trying to make the most damage. Have a big kill shot onto Kal-El. Nades are flying through. It's going to be evasion. And that's going to be more traps set up. Looks like Kal-El does not need that trap. Getting a shot onto Flexing. Does he have enough damage? Big flagellation. Trying to make the most damage. Disarmed in mid of his flagellation. I don't know if that was the best move, but he spent a global disarming, which is not the worst. Flared out of stealth though with a pet on a big kill shot on Flexing, dude. Just sat in there and just pop, big kill shot in the opener. That 10% kill shot damage is really looking good. Flexing, Ori, just about everybody except for a couple dudes. One guy on team Flexing by the looks of it. Unless I'm wrong, didn't get a chance to play unless that was actually everybody. Either way, that was crazy, dude. That was a sick trap too. True. Yeah, Hunter, I mean, he knows, like, yo, the rogue is going to be behind me. You just throw traps about everywhere. You got steel traps, star traps, freezing traps, anything to disrupt the rogues go. You know what I mean? It's huge. Chicago got 5? Yo, we got to get Flexing or Bald. Probably Flexing against them, right? Probably Flexing since that team won, right? Versus Chicago? Or do we go for team Bald first? I actually don't know. Which one did we go for? Do we take the team that just technically won that duel, or do we take the team Bald since they're 5? Actually, I guess we could do Team Bald of 5 because Flexen is queued up for a 5v5 duel. I think he lost some people, so he's trying to recruit some players. So let's get Chicago and Bald while Flexing is trying to get some new peeps in there. Okay, 4 out of 5 with Bald. Okay, first Flexing or Bald. First one to whisper me 5 out of 5. We'll versus Chicago. How does that sound? We put Chicago in there. That's Alliance team, boys. Perfect. Bald, we can get him in. We can get him in, but either Flexing or Bald are going to be next, depending which one has a group of 5 fast. We need mages and warlocks. True. You guys are playing mages and warlocks, you guys can join in. There's a group, there's a community ran duels. I watched this live before. This is awesome. What's up, Teamwork? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. It's a good time to buy Shadowlands that I play a while since 8.1 BFA. I think the first time you play World of Warcraft is the best time, and I think Shadowlands has enough in there for the first time around. Whether you stick around to the new 9.1 content, I mean, I guess if I were to like try to sell you Shadowlands in patch 9.1, there is a lot of catch-ups available right now, so you'll be able to catch up to everybody gear-wise pretty quickly. Renown is a lot faster to catch up, so going through your Covenant story is going to be a smoother experience. Anima is not nearly as there's not as much of a drought in Anima, so you'll be able to get a lot of Anima pretty quickly. Buy all your cosmetics, all the different Covenant upgrades for your Order Hall classes. There's a lot of new honor cells that have been added, and for PvP it feels fantastic to play. Yeah. That's everyone's sick. You're the spear. I like it, dude. I like it. But yeah. I guess like 9.1, like if you were to get into Shadowlands for 9.1, I'd say it's a pretty fun patch. I've been enjoying it a lot. The PvP feels really, really fresh. Also, you are protected against floods and rivers, especially Bavaria, where I live at the moment. Well, that's good. I didn't know those, Germany gets floods. I know where I live, which is literally by the beach during hurricane season, we get flooding. Except where I live, there's a lot of swampy area, and it's usually pretty dry, but it acts like a sponge. Like when the water comes in, it just absorbs it. There's just so much rich soil that's just, and this is one of the things, like, dude, that's probably one, like, I feel like when you're in high school and people tell you, like, you know, conserve environment, conserve nature, as a kid you don't really notice the effects, but as an adult I'm like, dude, I'm so glad that they conserved the hell out of the swamp area, because when the floods come out, when the hurricanes come out, where I live, like, everywhere else around us basically gets flooded because they don't have that rich swampy area. But the swamps here have been, like, kept up so well by people that live here. Like, there's, I guess there's, you know, like, wildlife conservation, all that stuff. Like, there's like, we have a bunch of colleges where I live, like, with science, mostly in, like, you know, soil and swamp and aqua life and stuff like that, and they're pretty rigorous about it. And it's like, thank God we have these swamps, dude, because they'll just soak up so much water. It's actually incredible. Like, you'll see everywhere outside of where I live in highways, those will be flooded for like 2 weeks. Where we live, everybody's like, we've got floods here, we got floods there, we got floods everywhere. And where we live, we're like, we actually don't have floods. Maybe like when a drainage, when a drain gets clogged, maybe then you'll have a flood in the neighborhood a little bit, but like majority of that water just gets soaked up. It just drinks it all up, dude. It is fantastic. Swamps that smell good. Not really. There's like a road that drives right by it, but it's so good. And there's a river too. Oh my god. Bald is German, by the way. He's pursued. Really? Bald? Really? I was in my PvE build, on my bars and stuff was off. It's okay, AJ. You actually did pretty well, my guy. That totem that you used, actually kind of owned. But just between our druid, rogue, human hunter, and hunter, which one should I main for the season? Honestly, you can play a bunch of alts, but if you want to main one, chat, what do you guys recommend? You know me, I'm a rogue. I'm gonna probably recommend rogue, dude. I'm gonna probably recommend rogue. I'm biased like that, you know what I mean? Got no swamps, all big forests. Yeah, the big we got a lot of forest areas as well. But the swampy areas, yo, those feel fantastic, dude. Fantastic. Rogue is fun? Yeah, Rogue's a lot of fun. I enjoy Hunter quite a bit too. Druid, I mean, Ori, dude, he's popping off, you know what I mean? If you're which best looking for Prop Palette, and plus if you're Kyrian. Prop Palette, Kyrian. I think you actually run the new one. I think that one might be really nutty. Or you run the Sword or Legendary. The Shield Slamming one. Let me look, actually. Let me look what's popular. Yeah, so it looks like for like higher keys, and the most popular legendary is going to be the Soda Legendary. That one's pretty nuts. The new one is also pretty good too. I wonder if the new one's better for single target. This one's also pretty decent too, but I think the Soda one for just damage is kind of good. I think it's mostly because you're trying, like, as a prop palette, it's bad to say that you're squishy, but you are kind of squishy, right? you're not optimal for that. What's the word? Like, you're not optimal for the biggest damies ever, or the biggest tankiness ever, but you do insane damage. So you leverage the burst damage that you bring into PvP. And that's probably the best way, I think, is to describe it. Arthur can probably tell you more about it. I'm not saying that it's squish. I'm just saying it's generally squishier than some of the other tanks, at least from a healer perspective in terms of healing you. But the damage you bring is kind of nuts. So you leverage that big damage. Right, is survival viable in BGs now, or do they still get exploded? Hunters still are pretty squishy, but they got a damage increase. Survival, I would imagine, is pretty good. Like, somebody survive, it's gonna survival hunter main, so Mr. Fox, if they're fine in battlegrounds. RBGs or like just BGs in general? I guess let's do BGs in general, not specifically RBGs, but just like in battlegrounds. How fun are they? Cries and blood DK. Yo, blood methods are actually awesome, James. You're the one class that can literally heal yourself. You don't need a healer. Like, you need a healer once in a while. Like, you need their cooldowns. You don't actually need healing. Blood DKs are a monster if you play them right, dude. And they have 2 good legendaries, too. They have 2 good legendaries on top of it. They're a monster. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, dude. Like, in World First, everybody's running Blood DK, it feels like. Switch. We got ourselves... Ooh, my boy, Seavark, my man! Repping that Arcane. We got ourselves also iFox in there as a Beastmaster. We got us a Vengeance rolling out as a Vengeance of all the Paladins versus looks like skills. That's gonna just get in there. Oh my god. I like that Vengeance. And it looks like Anduin, dude. Corrupted Anduin. Skills trying to go for the big blaster, but Vengeance got the big deal. Oh my goodness. The Paladin damage. Milord Paladin getting in there. Trying to see if he can revenge and avenge the warrior that just fell. Milord Paladin taking lots of damage though, but blind onto Vengeance, actually having to go for Shield of Vengeance. Oh my god, it's so much damage for both the Paladins. Vengeance going for a bubble. That's a dip super low, could have been one more global and he's dead. So good thing he bubbled when he did. Vengeance though, kind of behind. Does he have the human racial? I believe he still does. Bubbled, then you got to CC and damage. It's going to be a stun to Milord Paladin, forcing a trinket out of him. Does Vengeance have a blind? If he has a blind from Milord Paladin and some damage, he could just end it right here. Milord Paladin is holding on to the bubble for now though. Could be anyone's game. Both Paladins are just nuking one another. They're just running around. It's just, you know what they're holding on? It's just a hilt. It's just a stick. And at the end of that stick is a Fallout 4 mini nuke. Hell, let alone Fallout 3 mini nuke, dude. That's literally what they're running with. Look at that. That's not a hammer. That's not a hammer. That's a mini nuke, dude. There's a warhead at the end of that. Oh my god. These guys are just insane. Hydrogen below probably could be a bubble out of him. That's just dipping low. Seeing that wreck, he decides, you know what? I'm not going to play with it. We're going to go for big damage. Seraphim is up versus Vengeance. Miller trying to catch up a little bit on healing himself with Seraphim. Hodge into Vengeance. Does he have a way out of it? Miller Powell trying to make big damage happen. And the mini nuke slams down. As Yanni, the young Yanni, dude. The young king. I actually knew a guy in high school named Yanni. He was Greek. Everybody called him Greek. I know that we have Greek God X on Twitch, but... they just called him Greek. Everybody called him Greek. He was such a cool guy, though. He actually became like a amateur male plus size supermodel last time I heard. Big Damie's onto Milord Paladin with that shackle. Looks like he's living. Yanni got them zoomies, though. Every time he tiger pops, he just zooming over to Milord Paladin. There's no way to run away from the Yanni. He just got them rolls. He got them min caps. Milord Paladin could be in a bad spot. Electrical protection not available. Big kick out of Yanni, just taking him out. And Ori, look at you. Oh, Ori catching up and actually joining the fight together with Yanni. I mean, together with Milord Paladin. These two dueled each other once, but now they're on the same team. Big Celestial available for Ori. Looking to catch up to Yanni. No more defenses for the Monk, though. And the Monk Mog is really interesting looking. Lots of interesting, vibrant colors. Ori looking to wrath him down. I think that's just going to melt him. Very well played. Arcane Missiles find out for your boy Seavark. As he's going to have to fight versus Ori. The dot build of a Boomy versus Seavark playing a bursty build. You could see this because he doesn't have the triple shield legendary. If you saw the triple shield legendary, that would be a whole nother story. Chicago just slamming down Sundering where Seavark is. That just like your way of saying, get in there. Oh my goodness. Ori in stealth. It's going to be Seavark catching him with a fire blast. as Ori charging at Seavark. Probably has a batch available. Going to be invis for Seavark. It's going to blink around Ori, trying to see if he can set up some damage. Touch the magic, trying to make that play. There's going to be some missiles coming out. Needs himself a little bit of damage to Ori. Fleshcraft available for Ori as Seavark trying to make the most damage happen. Is only going to be able to do a portion of his damage that he wants to do. Big barrage hopefully will be available very, very soon. And the barrage not coming out just yet. Seavark still holding on to big cooldowns as it's going to be a little bit of images coming out. Playing that Kirin Arcane, which I really, really like. Missile still stacking versus Ori. Cyclones available on Seavark. Is it going to, I think, port back? Does he not have, oh, he does still have Ultra Time out. It's kind of hard to see that after image of Ultra Time a little. But it still does have it. Ori hanging out behind here with the images. And Seavark is going to have a little bit of a different go with Ori. This Boomy, I think, knows how Seavark plays with the Arcane Burst. It's going to be a little bit tough for Seavark to really set it up. It's literally sleeping. I think he's literally sleeping, waiting for Ori to come to him. I think one of his play might be to get Ori out in the open and keep him out in the open. I think that might be the play for him. The best way of going about it. And Ori is just chilling. Is he just waiting for cooldowns? I think he might be waiting for Celestial Alignment because CE would be pretty good. Or CA would be pretty good. Seavark is waiting for the Ultra Time. Actually, Arcane Power. Because he can get that very, very soon. Trying to get some missiles. Ori just has the damage over time with the Swarm. It almost feels like Seavark is forced to push up into Ori. Because otherwise, Ori is just going to go for easy damage. Also, is Ori playing the Instacast Cyclones with the Frenzy? Or Frenzy can give you faster clones and a 2-stacks Instacast? It might be. Big bash of the Seavark does not shrink it out of it. It's just waiting out the damage from Ori. That's going to be a little bit of the temporal. It's already taken lots of damage. Is that a barrage maybe available? That was a touch of the Magi. Is going to do a little bit of damage, but Seavark looks like he's kind of tickling at Ori. Trying to go for Invis. Radiant Spark is out. Does he have the damage? Getting silenced by Ori. Really bad for him. Going to be Shadow Melt for Seavark. Cannot finish off the burst with the missiles. Maybe actually trying to go for big barrage. Half of Ori's health is just gone with a single barrage. That's what Seavark was really trying to line up. That's going to be Invis for Seavark with food immediately. Ultra time is up. Hopefully surviving Ori at no health at all. Does Ultra time as he's not no health and has to ice block. This is one of the tougher matchups for an Arcane Mage. For Seavark to be able to come back from this, it's going to be really rough. He just needs to somehow go after Ori. After Ori used his silence. And Seavark's burst, I feel like, is just too... It's too easy to predict because you have to get a setup with a Kyrian Radiant Spark. Once you see the Radiant Spark, that's when Ori knows that Seavark is meaning business. I think the only way Seavark really does this is if he goes for Radiant Spark into Instacast Palm, Instacast Arcane Blast. And then your fourth hit is going to be the barrage as the cooldowns come out. So you're basically just trying to force out the defensives or force out the interrupts out of Ori as early as possible. Wait, there it goes. Wait, does he have it here? Trying to go for the big damage. Fleshcraft is up for Ori. Does he get the interrupt? Going to be a barrage. Barrage did not have the cooldowns rolling with it though. Seavark did get himself a good chunk of hit into Ori, but he needs that Rune of Power. He needs Arcane Power. He needs anything else to just combo into it, because that's gonna what's really gonna make the burst a lot bigger. And Seavark is just gonna go to sleep. Has already taken a vibe. That's a really tough matchup. As an Arcane Mage, that might actually be your worst matchup in a duel setting. Like in an actual arena, it might be pretty easy, but in a duel setting, this is a tough one because Ori just puts dots on somebody, swarms, and just runs around the pillar. He just needs them to take him out. It's actually so sad. It's okay, Seavark. You can't win them all, you know what I mean? You can't win all of them. Ori actually getting booped around by Chicago playing that Night Fae. Is gonna go for a little bit of that Phage Infusion self-heal. It's okay, Seavark. You can't win them all. Ori literally got the setup, dude. Literally played AFK and I lose. Dude, yeah. Yeah, but that's the Necrolar Boomy. You do want to play into your DOS. That is your strength. Cyclone Chicago, did she go for a Trinketed? There's gonna be an interrupt onto Ori. Chicago charging out, dude. The Wolves are done. Trying to see if we can purge up Ori. But the amount of healing Ori has just for running out is actually pretty high. Earth Elemental joining the fight. Gonna get hit with a Cyclone. And Ori, I think, is looking maybe to a reset. You got all the dots on Chicago. Look at that mobility, dude. Using a flap while he is wild charge disengaging out of there. Gives him that extra bit of range, dude. Just a little bit extra. It's gonna be Chicago. Kind of lowish on health versus Ori. Thorns did come out by the Boomy. And Chicago can just come out and go for the biggest bursties onto Ori when they're out of form, just kind of catch him, it could be pretty decent. Last time they caught him into the totem, the static charge totem, the fence, the electric fence. That was probably like, you're gonna have to wait until that cooldowns are back up. Also, I wonder if Chicago is playing. They are playing Ascendant, so I am wondering if they're playing the Jumon's Lego. Big Shackles and Malediction on Chicago is going to have to go for healing. Going to be like the fence totem for Ori. Actually, focusing down the totem as best as he can. Trying to get some dots in Chicago as Ascendant is up. Chicago trying to make some big damage happen. That's going to be Warcraft up onto Earth Elemental. Didn't hit Chicago. Ori's trying to heal up through this. Chicago still is going to have range. Interrupting Ori on nature. That's going to be pretty bad for Ori. He's going to go for Flesh Gun. Chicago's trying to burn through the damage. Actually backs up. Trying to line aside that Cyclone. Are they able to maybe... oh, no. I was thinking, are they going to be able to grounding the next one? Chicago went to, you know what, let's get in there. Let's do some damage. I think Chicago might have Ori on ropes. Ori needs to catch up on health. If he's able to do that, he'll be fine. The Fleshcraft no longer giving him the extra healing absorb. And Chicago is going to have to go for that Maelstrom, I think. We are 27% dampening. Chicago's self-healing is gotten reduced in patch 9.1. It is going to have to take a little bit of time to catch back up. But it could still be a great spot. Going to be a short interrupt onto Ori. And Chicago's interrupt should be pretty massive. Trying to see if he can purge the thorns off of Ori. Bash by Ori. Chicago going to take a little bit of damage. Cycle quick on Chicago. Has a trinket, and they're going to hold on to it. Ori in that bear from with a swarm on him, trying to catch up a little bit of health. And Chicago just needs to find a way to catch back up to him. Cyclone, does he interrupt it? He does interrupt it. Trinket coming out. Going to be Fated Fusion. Ori can't really go anywhere. Going to take a lot of that damage from the Fated Fusion. Trying to focus down the totem. Couldn't quite do it. Going to be a quick Cyclone. So he is playing for the new Onatown for the Frenzy, Boomkin Frenzy. So you actually, I think, can go for almost instant cast Cyclones, basically. Basically instant cast Cyclones. And Chicago looking pretty healthy. Earth Shield available and everything. Big charge by Ori. Roar on Chicago with a Cyclone. Grounding Totem catching it, actually. Was that what that was? Did Grounding Totem catch it? I think Grounding Totem did catch it. I think Chicago set one up a year ago. And then somehow it's still... Is that what happened? Or did it just Grounding Totem like the totem? Did it Cyclone the totem? I'm pretty sure it had to be a Grounding Totem just sitting out for like half a year that Chicago put up like a long time ago. Big bash for Ori with quite a bit of range. Trying to go for another Cyclone Chicago. As the Grounding Totem does come out, Ori needs to take down the Grounding Totem. It does disappear. I think Ori, or maybe Chicago was just immune to Cyclones at that point. Super DR'd. Ori get interrupted on Cyclone. Is going to get another clone onto Chicago. Ass is looking for the recovery. Does he have Fleshcraft? He does. So it looks like Ori without Frenzy Regen and a pretty big Fleshcraft just catch up to health. Chicago has plenty of health as well, but Ori, now they have a shield, they can maybe go a little bit more aggressive. No CE for 27 seconds. Is getting moved back in the electric fence. Does take out the totem, kind of go in a circle around Chicago. Try to let another Cyclone. I think trying to see if he can bait an interrupt on Chicago. Grounding Totem is down. Not going to last too long. Ori could go for Cyclone. There's no way Chicago can stop it. Unless it's 3 seconds later where the interrupt is going to be available back up. But Shamans do have like a 12-second interrupt, which I think is the shortest interrupt in the game in general. Chicago taking a bit of that damage. That's going to be the swarm on him. The Star Sword is a not helping situation. Going to be a big CE as Ori got a lot of damage. Chicago is going to back up for a second. Bash on Chicago as Ori goes in for Shackles and Malediction. Lots of damage to Chicago. Actually completing necrotic down. Wall this damage off, but I think it's over. Seed Pot is out, and unless Ori does not have the damage, Chicago is going to be going down. That's a rough one, dude. This Boomy is actually, I mean, he's just playing up to the dots. He is really playing up to the dots and the hots, man. That Moonkin Necrolord playstyle isn't something we normally see. And he's really just trying to almost cheese out that pay, dude. Letting the dots do work. Letting the hots recover him over time. And he's going to have to worry about these pets with iFox. That's a Beastmaster Hunter. Lots of potential damage. Thorns are up. So iFox is going to have to watch those pets a little bit. Kill shots on Ori. Cyclone quick on iFox. Triggers it late. Does he have an interrupt? He does not have an interrupt into Ori. Does he have a stun? Stun coming out. Ori triggers out of it. Bear form up immediately. And he's going to have to find a way to deal with all these pets as they are getting healed up by iFox. Ori right next to the Hunter. Quick roll on him with a bash right after. He's trying to get a Cyclone. Is going to get a full clone. And the pets are, hopefully, their frenzy will fall off. It'll going to be good for Ori. iFox going in for a feign death. Needs to get redotted by Ori. And iFox needs to get those kill shot procs. That's all he needs. He got a flame shot onto Ori. Could be lots of damage. Those kill shots could be huge. Does he have interrupt for Fleshcraft? He does. Ori, though, trying to get big searcher's damage. It looks like the dots through the turret and smelt him. There's a Boomy who plays through the dots. I like that, dude. Ori with them 3-0. Lots of healing, lots of damage with this guy. Bad matchup for Seavark. for sure. I really wanted to see that Arcane pop off. I think I might need to get C-Versus group again. I think versus Flexing, just so we can give him another chance. But yeah, that was very well played, man. Very well played. Alrighty, boys. Let's see what we got up. Is Flexing still trying to make a group? We got a second Horde group, boys. If you want to join Flexing for some duels, you're more than welcome to, man. More than welcome to. Also, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful time on stream. If you're new, hit subscribe. Hit that like button. Appreciate it. The great esports commentator, you should be contacting future events. And should be contract for future events. Me? Dude, I would love to do any kind of like esporty commentating stuff with Blizzard. I don't think they would have me, but I would love to. That'd be cool. I'd be happy about it. Chicago and Bald is still ready. Let's see if Flexing has a group. If Flexing doesn't have a group, we'll get Bald and Chicago back in. Hey, could you check Discord, please? Yes, I can. What's on Disc? Listen to be main for your warrior, not for the low, but it's gonna be one of the main mogs. That's a cool mog. Oh, you got the different shoulders. Nice. That's interesting. I think it kind of fits this whole like I see what you were trying to go for, like bits of this, bits of that, but it's the same set. It doesn't look bad. It's like a little bit of blue, a little bit of crimson red in there. It's an interesting contrast. You look like a crystal warrior. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. The Milord? Oh, Milord kneeled over his own dead body. That's kind of cool looking, actually. That's actually kind of cool looking. 5 for Bald. It's okay. You're Flexing at a 5 mil. We can get him in there versus Chicago. I do want to give Chicago a chance again in here. Loves the statue. Thanks so much, Justin. I've been growing this baby for however long ago, dude. I just gotta I just let myself go, and I'm just like, you know what? Let this thing grow. And once it got long enough, I was like, wait, can I curl it? So we did it on stream before I even moved. I was like, wait. It actually has a bit of a curl. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let this thing grow, see if I can look like a cold Tyrann with this thing. I'm just letting this grow. Why not, right? We already got to this point, like, we can just let it keep going. Fix the MO? What's the MO? Boomkin has got a hard to counter for a game. Yeah, it's pretty much a hard counter. There's not much you can really do about it. Honestly, not much you can do about it. It's just, some class is just gonna be a very hard counter for you, right? Every class has one. Just hit my beard. Is that what it is? Your beard. I really just wanna do one at some point. Just go through the awkward phase with the beard where it looks all patchy and like homeless. If I can get past that, then I can have the mustache and let the beard out. Like, let it grow. I haven't been able to get myself to do that. I just need to just hit that. Just at some point, just something gotta hit me. And I have the beard and the mustache. This is EU. No, this is NA. We're doing some NA duels. Friday is EU, Saturday is NA, boys. Friday is EU, Saturday is NA, boys. You know what I mean? Show on the stream, please. Take a chat. We'll take it as a choice, to be honest. Okay. That's we can do that. Some Asmongold Transmog competition. Chat. What do you think? Out of 10, what do you think? Out of 10, what do you score it? What do you think out of 10? What do you think? I give it a solid 7 out of 10. And that's a good score. There's no 10 out of 10s for me. So 7 out of 10, that's really good. That's really good. I feel like maybe, man, if there was a weapon that had less of purple but more like this green crimson, I think the weapon would complete it. 7 out of 5, 6 out of 5 out of 10. 2? What the hell? That's a low number. The aggregate though looks like it's about 7 or 6. Solid 6 because Blood Elf. It's a Void Elf, I think. But actually, yeah, no, it's a Void Elf. Look at that, it's a Void Elf. But yeah, I guess it's a basic Blood Elf. It's just blue. But yeah, 7 for the webs, so we're different too. I give it a 7. I think it's solid. 7 is a good score. 9 is like, there's no 10, so like 10 doesn't exist. 10's a unicorn, but 10 gotta be there, right? Fair enough. Would be a great critic for Transmog contest. Do you think so? That'll be it, dude. That'll be it. First we'll do some Transmog comms, then we'll do a mount off, and then we'll play some Final Fantasy, dude. All I need to do is just start molding over something, and then I could be your boy number 2. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, boys. Bald, Flexing, Chicago. Who do we got up? Do you have a group in your group? It's Chicago's group, but yeah, you could ask either way. I think so. I don't really have good weapons. Yeah, once you find weapons that kind of fit it, like once you know, like when you see it, you'll know it, right? I wonder, you're playing Fury. Are those two-handers or those one-handers, dude? You know what I mean? Are those two-handers or one-handers? So you can buy for 400 gold. Isn't that a set? There's parts of it that's a set, but the other I think is from Islands. Wait, or is that normal and heroic set put together? I know there's one that you can do for Islands too. That looks pretty cool too. That one you can buy with gold on the auction house if it's up in your auction house. Bald in Chicago, I guess we get you in. Apparently that failed. Didn't work. Unless flexing's ready? Hold on, we can try it again. Game request failed. Chicago, Bald. One of you guys, one of you might not be lead. Or a 5-man. Those are one-handers. Oh, okay. That's normal and heroic set. Islands is like the is like brown. Ooh, I wonder if the island set will look pretty cool too. I wonder if like the red or if the turquoise became like went the island set. I wonder what that would look like. That could look pretty cool. Yeah, but then again, like I shouldn't be judging mogs. I'm literally wearing sets on all my characters. Like this is a full set. Right. I got lead. Okay, cool. Let me try it again. Wargame request failed. Did I misspell something? Bald Chicago 5. It says wargame request failed. Is Chicago? Let's put it in match. Chicago Bald 5. Did I do something? Am I doing something wrong? Is one of them offline in reality? Hold on. Bald is online. Chicago is online. It says working request failed. Wait, maybe I gotta go skills SKILZ. Let me try that. SKILZ. You have no target. Huh. Wargame request failed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's not letting me do this. Trying to go with the skills. Is there any weird letters there? SKILZ. Doesn't look like any of them are any weird letters. Like the alt code letters. It says I need a target. What am I doing wrong? Do you have a Discord like subscriber or something? Yes, I do. It's my Discord for the channel is linked down below, boys. You guys are always more than welcome to. More than welcome to. What is this, dude? What is this, dude? Wait, is this Ath that made this? Oh my god. Fucking mastery! Dal, eat a Snickers. Why? Because you turn into a rampage and out when you're hungry. Better? Better. I'll roll with this, dude. I like it. I like it. Yeah, also F mastery. I hate mastery. Mastery can die in a ditch. I can go to Orbos. I don't think it makes a difference. We'll try it again. Now it worked. I don't know what happened, but now it worked. I have no idea what happened. I literally just stepped in bald like I did before. This time it decided to work. Thanks, Blizzard. Appreciate ya. I have no idea why it decided to work out of nowhere. Why it didn't work and why it worked now. Huh? Huh? Want to be in 5v5 just for fun? Yo, Zeno, mother, welcome to my guy. You said you're EU, right? Friday, join EU, Friday duels. So yesterday, so think of yesterday, but the next week of yesterday. Yeah, that's when we'll be doing the NA duels. You guys are more than welcome to them. Friday and Saturday. My T-Mog is beautiful. I do like your mark, my lord. I do like it. It's like the plate set. I think all of the PvP sets for all classes are actually really solid. Like this is literally our legendary pieces, but they look good when put together. I like them a lot. It's because the game wanted to see the spicy meme. I like it. I like it. Switch. Oh, true. That's probably what the game is. Yeah. It was like, hey, check out this meme first before you go. We got ourselves F2 as an enhancement shamansman with Jimmy Guapa as an arms warrior with one shoulder and sunglasses. This guy's too cool for school. We got Milord. Oh, hello, Milord. He's ready for the summer. We got ourselves skills as well as TM Assassin. Be out of stealth, TM, unless you're dueling. Appreciate you, my guy. And just be out of south, just so we know, just so the other team knows who they're up against. We got ourselves Vengeance on team 1. Looks like Vengeance is gonna be off versus F2, unless F2 wants to duel somebody else. Is he just trying to show off? I think he's just trying to intimidate the enemy team, trying to show off before he runs at Vengeance. He got them slapping fish from BFA. Ghost Tools are up and running. That's going to be Earth Elemental, Bloodlusting, Massive Ascendance. Vengeance already taken 20% of his health in a single Ascendance cast. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance burned through immediately. Massive damage to Vengeance. Does have the Guardian Legendary just to help him survive this burst. Tifa tricking out of it with Wall. Ghost Wolf just trying to see if he can back away from Vengeance. Sun Totem up, and that's going to be a stun. Onto Vengeance with the Shackles Malediction. F2. Try to just go with the biggest one-shot onto the Paladin. The glass cannon burst of Enhancement Shaman. Wall used and everything. Try to see if he can just kite him out. Is he going to be able to, as soon as Vengeance gets himself a Hand of Freedom, he is going to be able to go for a Judgment Dispel. So F2 is going to have a hard time. Is he just kiting him? Wait, is he just going to kite him out? That's hilarious. Wait, he actually just kiting him. He doesn't care. He's just kiting him out. He's just going to kite him out into his cooldowns, isn't he? That's actually hilarious if he does it. He does have a grounding for the next Hodge, and he's going to need to hit the Paladin with a slow. The wheelchair is strong with this one. Vengeance is getting hit with a Hex. That's going to be a quick Frost Shock to slow down the Froggo as F2 is just bailing out of there. Hand of Freedom, can you dispel it? If you can purge it, he'll be in a good spot. And I think he dropped down the grounding in case there's going to be a Hodge out of the Paladin, and he's going to hit with a slow. The Frost Shocks are real, dude. The Frost Shocks are real. This F2 is just hanging out. Oh my god, dude. The little shaman that could run as far as he could. That's going to be a stun by Vengeance. F2 not getting any kind of setup off it. That's going to be Sundering versus Vengeance is going to go for a blood. Let's try to see if we can slow him down. That's going to be Hand of Freedom. And F2 is just going to have to take that haste and heal himself up. Door of Shadow just so you can pour it out of the way is playing that 1 minute Bloodlust. So he's not really losing too much in cooldowns just by pressing Bloodlust. Vengeance no longer with the bubble for 2 minutes. So as long as F2 can just go in with some cooldowns before that bubble's back up, he'll be actually in a decent spot. He'll actually be okay. Vengeance is playing the shorter bubble by the looks of it. Like a 4 minute bubble or something, I believe. So F2 is going to have a sentence before the bubble's back up, and then there's nothing for Vengeance to do. It looks like F2 is literally waiting for cooldowns. It's actually just, you know what? I'm going to go for the biggest one shot. I'm just going to eradicate this guy. There's actually no need for me to fight him. It's going to be Hammer Justice Trickets out for F2. He tried to see if he could pre-grounding that Hodge, but didn't quite get to him. But F2 is just waiting now. He's just AFK and waiting. What is this? I normally never see Enhancement Shaman kite like this. Normally it's an Elemental Shaman. Normally it's a Resto Druid or a Boomy Druid, right? Normally it's one of those guys. And F2's just waiting, dude. He's just AFKing. I feel like he's setting something up. It's either going to be the most bizarre burst out of the Shaman or the most underwhelming thing I've ever seen. I guess we'll find out. I'm expecting greatness out of this man. It looks like Vengeance is looking to just wait this out. Looks like Vengeance may be expecting the biggest burst out of F2. Because this Shaman has everything left. He's got a slow totem for Vengeance if he's going to hang out by the totem. Frost Shock starts slapping him. He just needs to somehow just get on top of Vengeance and he'll be alright. Is definitely going to need some kind of a slow. Vengeance needs 30 seconds for the bubble. If F2 can catch up to him, he'll be alright. Hodge to F2. Looks like Vengeance trying to see if he can one-shot F2 before the game can go for a little bit longer. It's going to be a wall out of F2. Got himself Ghosts up and running. Is going to need to go for a bit of healing. Got himself full Bloodlust, everything. F2 is the one taking lots of damage. So massive Chain Harvest. That's going to be Vengeance. Get it smacked around while guarding is up. Shield of Vengeance is up for him. F2 might have to go for a little bit of a self-heal. Trying to see if he can self-heal himself out. Bubble available for Vengeance very soon. Unless F2 can just end him right here. 4 seconds for the bubble. Can F2 end him right now? Shackles of Malediction on Vengeance. Blessing of Protection. Press did not press bubble, but he's able to at least maintain himself. No health at all. Hodge on F2. Can he somehow recover? Trying to go for Flash of Light. See if only he had bubble. He is actually going to have bubble very soon. 30 seconds of forbearance, and the bubble is back up. Can F2 just finish it? Hexing Vengeance, and he might just have to wait out until the bubble's back up. Trying to see if he can slow down Vengeance. Does he have enough damage? Can he go for a big chain combo? If he has any kind of wombo combo damage right now, he'll be in a good spot. Trying to see if he can stun the Paladin. The bubble is available back up for the Pala. And F2, let's see what he's got. He's got Bloodlust back up very soon. No wall. Check it back up and available if he needs to use versus Vengeance. Does have a grounding as well. Is he just going to walk up to him, Sundering? Hodge is gonna have a trinket for this. Bloodlust available if he wants to. There's gonna be big Bloodlust available. Can he do enough damage to Vengeance? Actually, just trucking right through him. Those Wind Strike, Wind Furies are doing lots of damage. Vengeance, try to see if he can heal himself through this. FT just needs a massive combo to proc onto Vengeance, and he'll be in a good spot. Vengeance trying to recover, building up all the holy power, going for Word of Glories. Gonna be a Door of Shadows for F2, trying to see if he can interrupt Vengeance maybe. And the Paladin is still trucking. F2 does have a wall. Hodge by Vengeance. Does he end the duel right here? Looking to try to make something happen. F2 has a wall for this. Chain Harvest getting used versus Vengeance to try to go for cast at this point, as he has no mana left. And Vengeance definitely should have some cooldowns available. Bubble up. Shield of Vengeance available. Maybe Wings up soon. Actually, Wings up very, very soon. F2 better be very, very careful. He doesn't really have a lot of mana to work with. Still holding on to North Elemental. Could be in a really bad spot. Wolves up back up very, very soon. Bloodlust available very, very soon. This match is playing for the burst, dude. For as squishy as Enhancement Shamans are, they have a ton of damage. An incredible amount of damage. So he is playing out to the damage as best as he can. Dude literally tried to damp as an enhancement. We'll see how well it works out for him. We'll see if dampening actually works out for him at all. I love the way he's running around as an orc. The female orc animation is like this fish just goes slapping everywhere. Vengeance does have the big immunity, massive cooldowns ready. After dropping down a grounding, and Vengeance making sure not to Hodge it. That's gonna be so slow as Vengeance. Can he purge the Hand of Freedom? He can. After getting hit with a Hodge, Vengeance going in for some damage of his own. Does he have the big go? Big wreck and everything. It looks like he doesn't. Big Bloodlust available for F2. Vengeance does not say that's Sundering for long. F2 needs some healing. I don't know if he's gonna have enough of it though. Trying to maintain himself. Does get him a little bit of healing. Vengeance super low in health. Can F2 just turn this around out of nowhere? Does he have Chain Harvest Bubble available for the Paladin? Still trying to keep trucking along. F2 in Ghostful form. Looks like he's gonna be able to get out of there. Vengeance Bubble is gonna be coming off very, very soon. Can he continue? Does he have the momentum? Guardian Legend proccing just from Ghostos. Going to be big incentives for F2. Hodge trinkets out of it. And got the damage. Big Chain Harvest taking down the Paladin. Oh my goodness. And we are at 7 minutes, 14% dampening with this first duel, as F2 just had some incredible bursts at the Paladin, somehow, some way kept surviving up until now, dude, up until the storm rolled in. Up until he rolled in, just rolled in where I live. Yo, Pro got storms IRL. We got storms in this arena. Are you sure Pro isn't living in this arena? I'm pretty sure it's just not F2 just roaming around creating storms himself. Gonna be a polymorph out of Seavark playing up that Arcane Mage. Big touch of the magic is showing up with Radiant Spark. Arcane Missiles after. F2 popping a wall immediately. And Seavark is just gonna have to wait this out. I think waiting out for that wall versus F2 might not be a bad idea. F2 just activating the healing stream totem. It's gonna be big burst versus big burst. Seavark got himself the big one-shotter build. After just waiting out for cooldowns, dude. Seavark might have to be the one to push up to him. Might want to do this with an invis. Maybe to 100% dampening. Dude's literally trying to dampen and hit. We'll see, dude. Maybe we'll see 100% dampening with Tfu. Or F2. I keep calling him Tfu for some reason. It's F2. Or F2UE? F2YUE? F2E? Pewee? QE? I don't really know. Sundering missing Seavark by a hair. Nova does come out. Does he have the movement speed? If he had the sprint, he might be able to make the damage happen. Radiant Spark on Shaman while he's Nova. Big damage out of Seavark. Big blast coming through. Ooh! And Seavark taking him out with the Arcane Mage one-shot. And Jimmy trying to see if he could just spear down Seavark. Got himself ult time, so he should be okay in hell. Still had a little bit of cooldowns rolling. Jimmy Guapa with a stun onto Seavark. Does have himself the banner. And Seavark making sure to try to one-shot the banner. Big leap out of the Warrior Fear onto Seavark. Shackles on addiction by the Warrior. Looks like Seavark went for Nova? Or no, Shadow Meld? But it did get away from the shackles. It looks like he's going to go for a bit of reset. So is Jimmy Guapa. Jimmy the Beautiful. And Seavark gonna have to wait this out. Maybe get... Actually, I think images will keep him in combat. Unless he presses Invis, I don't think he's gonna be able to sit down for food. So he might just have to get in there, maybe get some Arcane Missiles versus Jimmy. He should be very much expecting Storm Bolts though. Leaps, Storm Bolts, and Charges. As all those things are gonna do quite a bit of damage. Jimmy trying to catch up a little bit of healing, taking down the images. That's gonna be Arcane Missiles catching him from behind the pillar. Does not want to get hit by those. If it's going to be poking from behind the pillar, it's just going to be good for Seavark. He got the channel from missiles, which is going to just empower his barrage damage overall. Bruh. Dude, Arcane Missiles damage. If you guys never seen the how well Arcane Mage can do damage, They're nuts. All the time is up for Seavark. Is going to be able to come back with his health unless Jimmy goes in for shot. Can a sharpened blades reduce the amount of healing that? No, I don't think it can. I think all the time is just going to put you back to whatever health you were. It's not a heal. It puts you back to whatever health number you were. It's not technically a heal, so I don't think you can sharpen it. Touch and Magic is available. Jimmy Guapa is going to get barraged in a bit. Not a lot of health real left. Is it going to be big barrage? Big barrage going to be reflect for Jimmy. Touch and Magic could still down him though. Touch and Magic comes down. Seavark at no health whatsoever. It's going to be Jimmy also at no health. One more hit by Seavark could end this. Jimmy Guapa doesn't really have a lot of health himself. It's going to be that blast out of Seavark with another warrior rolling in. Skills runs out. With a Nova by Seavark, still holding to Icebox. Skills can shatter it though. And we got ourselves Nick Hoffman with a membership. Yeah, okay, we got a hashtag Nick and chat, boys. Showing appreciation for wonderful membership 9 months in a row. My Streamlabs says, I don't know if that's real or not, but my man, thank you so much. I think it does give some weird numbers with Streamlabs. Like for Thonjin, it said 2 months, but I don't think it's actually 2 months because Thonjin is like been around for a while. Actually, Big Shackles Malediction by Skills. Polymorph by Seavark did invis. The Shacklers is getting himself some grub. Skills does have a trinket. Doesn't look like he knew why he has one, but he does. There's going to be some damage out of Seavark with Temporal, trying to get himself some healing. Images are up. Skills needs to catch up to Seavark. Big leap coming out by the Warrior. Needs to slow down. Seavark does go for a hamstring, I believe. That's going to be some missiles from around the corner. Seavark still holding on to Ice Block. Skills can shatter it though. Touch Your Magic getting set up for Seavark with Radiant Spark. Does he have a blink? Just trinkets out of a blink. Shimmers after actually with Arcane Missiles. Trying to go for big barrage with Touch of the Magi. Big one shot by the Arcane Mage. Milord Palace charging in next. Seavark will at least be able to use Ice Block against Milord Pala because there's no way for Milord Pala to shatter it. Seavark better be very, very careful with his health. Blink it away out of that blind. And Polly and Milord Pala, I think he's trying to go for maybe a bit of a reset with food. I think that's what he's trying to go for. As Milord Pala mounting up, charging in, dude. Big sword ready. It actually looks like Seavark setting up from his meal just to slow down. You're going to have to cut out Milord Pala. He's going to have to play into that wheelchair paladin gameplay as best as he can. He's just going to have to. He's just going to have to trick it out from Milord Pala. Seavark taking a bit of damage. Is going to be touching the Magi by Seavark with Radiant Spark right after. Big missiles. Milord Pala not taking too much damage. Is that going to be a big barrage into the Shield of Vengeance? Looks like Seavark might have gotten the barrage as he dipped behind the corner to try to line aside that thing. But he does get himself out of combat for a second just to mount up. Maintaining mobility. Milord Pala is definitely playing the Honor talent where the Hand of Freedom cannot be dispelled and gives you extra movement speed. Definitely is playing that. Is he playing the Judgment Dispel? He does not. I wonder if it's possible to throw a Judgment on a mage as he's about to, as like Poly's about to finish, and then he polys you, Judgment connects, you do depolyed or dispelled, depolyed. Seavark trying to maintain as much food as he can. Hodge could be an Ice Block, potentially Ice Block situation. Pala not going into the big damage just yet. It's going to be Hand of Freedom, trying to see if he can poly him. Shimmers away. And no more trinket available from Milord Pala. Seavark has a bit of damage available. Radiant Spark is coming out. Missiles flying in. Could be lots of damage in Viz real quickly. Milord Pala going in for a blind. Does blind Seavark. Could go for an Ice Block. Ice Block comes out. And Seavark at least is going to be able to catch up on a little bit of healing. While inside of the block, 51% dampening quite a bit of that Ice Block healing. But he's getting big value out of the other way. Polymorph with that Shimmer. Onto Milord Pala. Paladin still holding on to a bubble. And Seavark, I think, is waiting now for his cooldowns to be back up. I don't know if Radiant Spark is back up or not. He's just going to have to build up for the missiles. Freebie damage onto Milord Pala. Shield Event is popping very, very quickly, too. All the time is up for Seavark. Has actually full cooldowns available. Trying to see if he can one-shot Milord Pala without the combo burst of Radiant Spark. Just try to see if you can surprise him. Milord Pala catching up on healing. Radiant Spark is on him. That should imagine is up for Seavark. Trying to go for big missiles. Into Blast is going to be a trinket for him. Milord Pala super low in health. It looks like touches the Magi. Slam it down onto the Paladin. Seavark is just blasting these boyos out of there. As an Arcane, TM Assassin actually juking away from that Arcane Orb at the last second. With the Garrote into Seavark, I don't know if this mage got much in him anymore. Is going to go for Sippy Cup, removing all those dots off him. But Team Assassin still got a lot of damage. Big Vendetta, nothing you can do at the end. Literally hit that point where there was nothing you can do at the very, very end. Played it out as well as you could. That was an interesting matchup, dude. We started off with a handsome Showman trying to go in for the all-in burst versus Vengeance. Did take down the Pala. And then from there on, it was Seavark just impressing us with that big old one-shot, dude. The Arcane Mage one-shot. That is so fun, dude. That is so fun. I'm pretty sure that's not how most mages are going to play in PvP in arenas. but it's still incredibly fun. iFox is going to be up next, picking up the eye, sending the pets on to TM, letting those Beast Mastery pets just do work. We are at 61% dampening. Any damage these pets do is actually going to be quite good. I don't know if TM has a flesh cut. You might want to get it up and running at some point. Maybe you can start getting dots on these pets, getting some comp points built up. Because he's just going to take damage over time. Like, these pets are eventually going to take him out. Especially if iFox just passes Berserk. It's going to be vanished out of TM. iFox throwing down a flare with traps, freezing trap immediately. Going to be a trinket out of the rogue as he's trying to maximize the damage. Feigning us up with a stun out of iFox, who's trying to make some range happen. Got himself the flake shot. TM trying to see if he can catch up. Evasion is up. The pets can hit him with kill command from behind. And iFox will not be able to get those kill shots for the time being. Kitten shot onto iFox. Has a trinket, chooses to trinket, feign death to hopefully remove the dots. Does play into into Mending bandages. Could remove all those bleeds with Mending if he has any. But looks like TM is just done for. And iFox finished him out. Didn't really get a chance to play much, only against the rogue that had no cities going in. But Seavar came in, blasting boys out of here, dude. Very well done, dude. Very well played. I enjoyed the hell out of that one. I enjoyed the hell out of it, dude. I like that. I like that. Also, I'm seeing Ori in Discord. My man, you got a champion roll, dude. Big old champ roll for the big 1v5s, man. Yo, how you doing, my dude? How you doing, Ori? How you doing, my guy? Yo, man. Hope you're having a good one. Yo, Seawork, that was awesome, dude. He just played out to the very end. Dampening kicked in. I feel like if Seawork got to play, none of barrage critting sad times. Dude, that is the worst. Like, you just want that one barrage to crit. If one of them crits, it's over, dude. So literally 100 to 0. It's awesome. A blaster crit for 20k, though. That's a ton of damage. Yeah, Blast, they did bump up the damage over Blast, too. That's actually quite awesome. Actually quite awesome. Yeah, also if you got to play at the very start, Seawork, if your game wasn't going to dampening, I feel like you would have actually been able to maybe survive that rogue. It would have probably been easier because for you, the fact that the enemy healing, like the enemy is healing, you literally don't care. You're like, you know what? You can heal all you want. I can just hit you with a barrage. It just needs to crit for like 40k and the game is over. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you need. We got Hellrock in here. Let's go, Chicago. Let's get you boys in here. So waiting for a group to pop up. Chicago, we're actually rotating people. They got Hellrock in there. Yo, Valor, you can always make your own group, my guys. Make a second group on Alliance. You guys are more than welcome to make groups and advertise them in chat that you have a group on an A, Alliance, or Horde, and get your other boys in here, man. More than welcome to advertise those groups in chat. You know what I mean? I don't know. Flexing got a group still trying to go for, but if you guys want to join a Horde group or Alliance groups, that's how you do it. Player versus player, premium group, custom PvP, hit find group. Hit number top and search 5, enter, and you see a 5V5 1v1 Duels Dalaran group. If you don't see one, go to start a group and make one yourself called something like 5V5 1v1 Duels Dalaran. That's it. Let's group, get 4 people in, add me on reality if you need to, and we'll get your boys in here. Bald, flexing. Who do we got next for them duels? Literally 0 CDs. Yeah, it's a little rough. Not gonna lie, that was solid for sure. Arcane Mages really get into it, dude. It's so good. I'm kind of glad they nerfed Fire. Like, Fire is not gonna be bad mage at all, but I'm glad they tried to nerf Fire even a little in PvP, so then Arcane might be able to just do its own thing, and maybe even Frost might be able to do its own thing. You know what I mean? Like, Fire was just so good, and you have exactly the same utility as the other mages. So I kind of like I know it's not a. Generally, most people hate when Blizzard takes like toolkits away from mages, but like, come on, what else are they gonna do to Arcane Mage or Frost Mage besides just buffing their damage? Like, give them some sort of utility, because I feel like all of them has that potential, but it just needs something extra. Ice Wall for Frost Mages, I'm really interested to see, because in Battlegrounds there's a lot of people running Frost now. That Ice Wall is pretty nutty. Like in Epic BGs, it actually just could just halt an enemy's charge, or like lock them out so they can't retreat. It's actually kind of funny. And Arcane with a big blast, it could do like eat some cheesy stuff, but you can make some damage happen. Would you ever do a 5v5 special with a famous PvP stream like when Rookie, Vanguard, Soda Pop, etc.? Would it be fun? What team wins? Yes, Adam, I would love to. I never talk to these people in real life or in stream or whatever at all. I don't think anyone know who I am. Honestly, they might have seen like a one YouTube video or another. But yeah, I'd be down, dude. I'd be down to host a tournament like that. Or like an all-star streamers 5v5 1v1 duels, dude. You know what I mean? Get them all in there, dude. One of every class is the most variety we can get. Have them play like meme specs, fun specs, just for sake of it. That'd be cool as hell. I got a group and alliance waiting for 4 people. Sounds good, Valor. Sounds good, my guy. So I was watching some MLP Combat Rogue PvP gameplay, and this guy called Dalaran XZ, and his main voice is so different. Yo, dude, I was a young man, okay, dude. Dude, puberty hit me, right? Puberty slapped me around, all right? Puberty was beating my ass like a bongo drum, okay? All right, let's relax here. Let's relax here for a moment. Let's chill, dude. Let's chill, okay? Come on, dude. Let's take a look at how everybody sounded way back in the day, okay, dude? Yeah, I keep this up, dude. I keep those videos up. You know, I'm still keeping that video up of like me originally starting the YouTube channel. I was playing like a goblin death, and I was like, you know what? This is my first like real, because prior to this, it was just some random YouTube videos. But I was like, you know what? I want to make a YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube video, like a serious one, of me stating that I want to try to make this a real YouTube channel. I want to try actually making content. I want to try uploading regularly, all that stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm still keeping it up there, dude. Just for the sake of like, just knowing when like I made that, I made the goal for me to make this a channel. And whenever this thing dies, whenever this YouTube ride ends, dude, which I don't want it to end, I want to keep doing it, but you know, nothing is forever. Whenever this YouTube ride ends, dude, I just want to be able to look at that video and look at the last fucking video I make and be like, you know what, this is like from start to end, this was me, dude. You know what I mean? Whenever this thing ends, hopefully it doesn't. His only videos are cute AF. Oh please, dude. Some of my favorite videos that were just terrible are like PvP guides. I like looking back, I'm like, dude, I obviously didn't know what the hell I was talking about. There was this one Feral Druid PvP guide, I think for like what, patch 5.1 or something like that. I forget what it is, 5.2, 5.3 maybe. It was Jun Kata, and I was just such a goober, dude. Just I was such a goober. Like, what was I doing? I was just like, what was I thinking? Like, why did I think this was good? And it's not like even like the things that I'm saying in that video in terms of like the guide and the stats I'm stacking, but like I definitely I literally at the time I was like, dude, I just didn't even I looked at the mastery for Feral Druids. Like I was just, hey, you ever done this? I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one, right? When you're first starting out playing World of Warcraft, you don't really know what's going on. Everything is so new and exciting. And you know, the world is like living, breathing. You don't even think of it as a video game. It's like, wow, I'm playing WoW. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of fun. I literally moused over my mastery. And for Feral Druids, it was like this big chunk of text about like bleeds and stuff. Like, this ability is buffed by this much. That ability buffed by this much. This ability is buffed by this much. And I was just like, I just didn't read it. I just literally didn't even read it. I was like, wow, that does stuff. I can't be the only one, dude. I can't be the only one that done that, dude. This thing does stuff crazy. But I basically was trying to say with this bike, I did like, I stacked a lot of crit as a kitty and I went for big bites. Like I was literally a rogue main, dude. I was trying to emulate rogues with big eviscerates, trying to emulate sub rogues, going for the big critty bites. I didn't even read my master. At the time, I probably should have stacked what, mastery and crit, right? I don't think versatility was even stat at the time. No, hit, expertise, the mastery and crit I think should have been my best stats, and just play the bleed kitty build. Or maybe was it? I don't think. No, maybe. Or maybe you could go crit for more crits on your heals, because you played a lot of like shift on other forms. Like you would get out of cat form, put up life bloom, regrowth, and rejuvenate yourself. Maybe a wild growth. Could you do wild growth? I think you could. You could do a lot of like hybrid stuff back in Kata. Like it was kind of like Wrath, where you used a lot of like hybrid play, but not as much because it was more like you're locked to the one tree of the talents, more or less. But yeah, you need to manage a mustache, a jaw line cut, and a soul patch. Go sedate and cut in style. Really, probably could, dude. Jawline cut and a soul patch. I don't know about the soul patch though. I don't know about the soul patch. I don't think a soul patch looks a lot. There's a couple people I know that it just doesn't look good on them, and I couldn't imagine that looking good on me. Just this strip. What is this, landing lane, dude? I'm landing a ship on here. I'm landing a plane on here. We got Bold. We got Chicago back into the duels, boys. Let's get him in there, dude. There's no way that last duel was 16 hours long, right? There's no way, right? 16 minutes? Was it really that long? 16 minutes? I guess it was. That's crazy. There's no way it was that long, though, right? There's no way. Invitation has been declined. Did Chicago not have people? Do we go again? Let's try it again, dude. Let's try it again. Your mods in Discord? Let me peep them. Let me peep them. Ooh, AJ. Yo, we got a couple Yo, some of these look so good. What the hell, dude? Wait, all of them look good. It's actually 2. I thought there was 4 pictures, but it's just 2 in the front, 2 in the back. So this is the first one. A little bit of green and red of the different, like, mismatching or mixing the colors of, like, sets. Is this mop? I think this is a mop. This is pretty cool. But the next one, I'm a fan of this one, dude. Look at this. Yo, that big old shoulder, dude. Yo, I like this one. I think the back piece could be a little different. Like I would do one of the vent tier back pieces or whatever comment you are. Or maybe like no cloak. I'm just not a huge fan of cloaks with like rogues and hunters. But this looks good. Look at that, dude. I like this one a lot. This is not bad either. Like I see what you were doing, like the big shoulders on the back. When they're lit up, dude, when the effects for the shoulders are lit up, it looks fantastic. The green and red. You look like Christmas Crusader with green and red, actually, in a way. I like that axe, though. I like the set. I really dig this one, though. That vent there, oh, that looks so good. It looks so good. I really like the one big shoulder, one small shoulder. I know it's like part of the set, big shoulder, small shoulder, but I really like that, like how hunters have a lot of those pieces. Are we in? I'm getting declined. Bald, Chicago. Someone keeps declining, dude. We're gonna try it again. But my invasion keeps getting declined. We're waiting on. Yeah, Bald, Chicago. Somebody keeps declining, my dude. I don't really know, dude. I don't really know. I don't really know. So that makes sense. The shaman wasted like 7 minutes. Yeah, it was quite a long time, wasn't it? It was a long while. That duel went way past me, dude. That thing sped by me. Your content good, bro? Appreciate you, G. Glad you enjoyed. What's up, user? Hi to my man. Hope you're having a good one, my dude. I'm not getting invite, lol. Wait, don't need to... Is it sending invite to Baldilocks? Oh, there's like 3 people. Oh, maybe that's why. Hold on. Skills. Right? Is that what I gotta do? There's like 3 characters. Flame Sham, Baldilocks, and Skills. What the hell is going on? Okay, let me try this. I have no target. Is that why it's doing it? Maybe that's why it's doing it, because it's not sending it to Bald in his group. It's sending it to like 1 of the 3 people on the account. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why they keep declining, because Bald... It's okay if not. Have him give someone else lead. It doesn't have their whole family on one account. Okay. Yeah, give somebody else lead. Wait, hold on. Crap. Might have to give someone else. Let me try your actual character name again. Skills. It just goes with no... Is there any... Chat, his name doesn't have any alt code, right? It's just SKILZ. Right? Oh, I think he's lead anymore. Who do we pass lead to? Is there somebody on your relay? Need to pass lead to someone in the group. Preferably someone who has me added on real ID. There we go. There we go. We're trying to fix this one, boys. We're chilling, dude. We're chilling. So you gotta pass lead to somebody, and I gotta have somebody added on real ID. I don't know who I'd have on there. Wait, don't I have Milord Pala added? Wait, Milord, isn't he in your group? Wait, just pass it to Milord. And then I just queue Milord against Chicago. That could work. I have Milord added on real ID. Yo, Milord, if you have me, I should have you added, right? Milord Pala? Yeah, Milord, I have you added. Yo, just pass it to Milord. I like it with all guys like that. His lead? There we go, dude. There we go, boys. That'll work. No, that'll 100% work. And Milord. We're in. We're in, boys. Easy. Balls in my group. Perfect. Yeah, we'll just have Milord lead. We'll just have Milord be lead. So if if the Lord want to swap and rotate some people out of the group for new people, like if someone ain't gonna drop, Miller would just have to queue it up in LG. That's pretty easy though. That's pretty easy. Like the first time you do it, it's pretty easy. Like after you do it once, you basically like know how to do it. You know what I mean? Switch. We got ourselves Team 2 together with. We got ourselves Joful as an assassination. We got ourselves F2 as an enhancement shaman, big bursty man. We got Milord Palazzo Rat Skills as a Fury Warrior and TM Assassin actually swapping out from assassination to some subtlety. Playing, I wonder if he's playing for the shorter Shadowblade, shorter vanishes. I wonder if that's what he's rocking. Versus Team Seavark, we got us Seavark as more than Arcane, swapping his Mog out for more parity look. Held Rock as a marksman hunter. Interesting. Vengeance as a Pala. We got ourselves Yahi as a Monkus and Chicago. First up and running, Rogues, please be out of stealth unless you're dueling. Good luck at the fun of your buddy. So for Joful, he could just sit in stealth. He's the one dueling. He's gonna open up and playing out the Necrolord Assassin, which is a pretty popular combo now. That's a lot of free column points, lots of bleeds. He's gonna be going for that early Vendetta versus Chicago. Wall is up for the Chamois, playing out the Earth Shield. So I wonder if he's not playing the Doomwind's Legendary. Or maybe he still is, but maybe he's playing like a big Maelstrom go. It's gonna be Shackles and Malediction by Joe. But Chicago doesn't sit in that shackles too long. He's starting to heal himself as much as possible through this bird. Skulker shadows for Joe as the Vendetta runs out, looking for a little bit of the reset. And Chicago is charging out in Ghostful form. Should be a lot of Maelstrom for Chicago. Is going to get an Earth Elemental rolling here as well. Earth Elemental is big and red and mean. That's going to be Mark Furth ready for Chicago. Hopefully he has himself set up, trying to get interrupted. Does he juke out a kick? He does juke out a kick. Short stun on to Chicago. It could be maybe a reset by Joe, unless Joe does just right. Oh no! I tried to swap to Joe. But looks like Chicago just drained him. Just hit him with a Thunder into a Fade Transfusion. Joe did press a trinket, but the Vantage didn't come out quick enough. I don't think he even really had time. I think he literally died right after he pressed trinket. I don't think he even had like even a millisecond to make anything work. Chicago tried to... looks like he tried to get some food. It looked like he took a bite out of Skills like Toe. He literally just walked up to Skills. Skills was like, hey, what's up? Let's have an honor duel. Chicago's just like, I'm gonna nibble on those toes, dude. I'm gonna nibble on your toes, homie. I wish I had a homie to nibble on my toes like that. Skills trying to get some damage onto Chicago. Storm Bolt coming out, and Chicago got him some Ghost Wolves. I think he's playing that short cooldown Ghost Wolves actually. I guess we'll see as he builds Maelstrom. We'll see Wolves. Oh, he's gonna go down damage big. Instead, he's coming out versus Skills. He could be going down right here. Does he have the big defense? Trying to go for Rage Regeneration. Big Sundering by Chicago just takes him out. Skills just didn't really get a chance to really play the game, it feels like. What is going on? Does no one play Demon Hunter? Maybe we can get a Demon Hunter in here. F2 trying to see if he can purge up Chicago as he's charging in. Are we going to see those Wolves get short in CD? I just need to see him building up a Maelstrom. Chicago in the Ghost Wolves as F2 just trying to big damage, just overpower Chicago. And he's just going into Held Rock. Wait, Held Rock, is he even Held Rock playing next? Held Rock's just getting blasted. He doesn't even know who he's going up against. He's just blasting the whole enemy team. And yeah, he just has to get in there, hit him with a Karma as F2 just tried to take that momentum of his burst into the enemy team. He didn't know who he's going up against, but he just wanted to get in there. Incap onto F2. He's going to need to catch up on healing. Does he have anything at all? Shackles him addiction, and Yahi just taking him out. Yo, F2 had a lot of bursts. That whole team one almost just melted. That's just how much burst this man has. Crazy. Stun onto Yahi, trinkets out of it. Milord Pala going in for the big bursticles. Big blind onto Yahi, and the whole team, everybody's just bursting and shut it down. Nobody's safe in this burst. Seavar coming out, finally playing the game while it's not fully dampened out. Touch of Magic onto Milord Pala. Jake gets out of it trying to go for missiles. Red's going to be rebuked down for the count. Seavar getting blasted. Milord Pala could be getting one shot. Or Canosphere could be the biggest hit ever with the barrage. Could be huge damage. Oh my god. 75% of his health just gone in a single, instance of abilities. There's like two global, or both abilities used in a single global. Crazy burst out of these guys. Interrupted to Milord Pala. How does Seavar get the interrupt? More missiles flying onto Milord Pala, with more barrages to follow. Seavar only has one set of shields. And Milord Pala did not bubble just yet. Seawork is gonna kite him around though. He's gonna play up into that slow movement of Holy Retribution Paladins. So let's go to Holy Paladins. I guess all Paladins really, right? All of them are pretty immobile. Miller Paladin with the Hand of Freedom, Polymorph, and he is not playing the Judgment that dispels them. Bigger cannon spheres getting set up by Seawork. Does he have a big go with a barrage? He's trying to Meridian Spark it. Big damage onto Miller Paladin. Could maybe bubble this. He actually took half his health just from my arcane barrage or cannon sphere. Dude, that arcane sphere, I should combine that into my burst as arcane mage. Just go into the biggest arcane sphere that I can do. I wonder if you can go for the Kyrian into a couple of missiles, arcane sphere into barrage. Both of those hit into the Kyrian setup. That would be literally one shot. Miller Pala still holding on to a bubble that is going to be rune powered by Seavark. Could be lots of damage. Radiant Spark is getting set up. That's going to be missiles by Seavark. Blind onto the mage. Could be big damage out of Pala. Playing it very defensively. Got himself big judgments. That's going to be lots of holy power. And lots of word of glories for him. Let's see if I get himself a little bit of an altar time to try to see if he can survive this go. We're actually going to reset our... let's actually reset our mix here, boys, you know? Let's actually reset our mix a little bit. I'm actually going to rewind it back to the first songs that we had. I want to try them now in these duels. Because we got to update the mix, dude. We got to update the mix. And so far, these songs have worked out really well. Big trinket out of Lord Palette, trying to see if he might be able to surprise Seavark. And there's going to be another repoly. With an override after Hand of Freedom available for Miller Pala. With an alter time for Seavark, should be able to alter time back to half health. With images available, these images are going to reduce the damage he takes. Temporal is up. He's going to be able to recover a little bit of health. Miller Pala still holding to bubble. Wings is available. Could do a lot of range damage for Seavark. Wings are down now. Missile still flying for Seavark with another repoly for Milord. As he's polywalling him out. Wow, in a polar bear form. With a little sword. A little tiny sword for a little tiny panda. It's going to be Arcana Sphere for Seawark. It's going to be able to hit Milor Pala. It's going to go through line of sight. Dodging the dude with that leap around the corner. As Seawark trying to see if he can get himself something set up. Is Seawark playing normal Blink instead of Shimmer this time around? He might be. He might be. Milor Pala getting hit with a Nova. Going to be a poly out of Seawark. As he's waiting now for my Lord Pala. He needs some cooldowns. He needs something. Does he have CDs? He does have CDs. He just needs himself like a good setup, dude. This Piety Arcane Mage just needs himself a good setup. He's got himself like a full pirate mog. Hodge onto my Lord Pala. By my Lord Pala, see if I can just blink out of it. That's going to be alter time still available if needed. And he could alter time is going to be use it. My Lord Pala recovering a little bit of health. It's going to be bubble available for my Lord. See if I try to see if he can go for a big old sphere. Just try to sit. Does clip or Milord Pala. Doesn't have the big damage with it, but does at least clip him. Missiles available. It's going to be Poly. Does Milord bubble this? If you're expecting a big one shot of Seavark, he could bubble it. Is he fearing for his life? Could be a big damage. Is that a big barrage out of Seavark? Missiles. Massive interrupt onto Milord. Oh, that interrupt was so perfect. He was trying to see if he could survive. Seavark took the chance when he saw it. Massive, massive go. Milord felt he was okay. Tried to go for a cast. Seavark blinked interrupt. That's it. Locked him out. Behind the pillar. I think he blinked right at you. I don't know if it like blinked in front of him or whatever. Or maybe there's a little bit of lag delay that caused him to look like it was behind the pillar. That was actually nuts. Yo, we gotta have to rewind that and watch that again, dude. We actually will do that on stream, Milord. We'll rewind that and watch that again. Because I was focusing on like you healing yourself. I thought it was actually reset. I am surprised as you guys are. Okay, missiles getting built up by Seavark. Blinking out of the cheap shot as TM is playing that shadow stepping, shadow dancing, subtlety rogue. Seavark does hold on to an ice block. He's gonna get himself a sippy cup. No more trick by the rogue. Another poly. Seavark trying to go for a setup with Eric with Magi. Maybe big damage onto demassing. No more cloak. He could go for maybe big go. Missiles flying. Barrage potentially. Does he have the barrage? Looks like TM is waiting out. Arcana Sphere could still do big damage. If he clips the rogue, rogue is going to get out of there. Barrage gets him super low. He just needs to hit it with one spell. Another barrage. Oh my goodness. There it is, dude. That was impressive. That was amazing. Huge damage out of your boy Seavark. Chicago playing out quite a bit. I think just about everybody got to play except for like one or two people. Hellbrock didn't get to play. We got to get Chicago back in there. Hellbrock never even got to play, dude. We didn't even get to play a Marksman Hunter work. That polymorph is annoying. Yo, yeah, poly is for mages. Yeah, dude. Pretty annoying. You gotta interrupt those, or you gotta find a way to deal with. I mean, at least probably like heals you to full, but it does give a mage an opportunity to reset. But I feel like I've seen so many mages poly and then try to go for a reset, and it's like it's a bit of a tactile skill, I think, for mages to be able to like really combo, because you're basically going to be starting with somebody at full health. You really gotta get him down. You know what I mean? Credits into toes. Is she really? Yo, let's go, dude. Yo, Joe, how you doing, my man? Rematch. We got this. I believe. I believe. We go again in 1 sec. We go again. I'm down to rematch. Yo, my lord, Chicago, let me know if you guys are ready. I do want to look through a clip just now. I do want to look through our clip, boys. You know what I mean? 5 out of 5. Let me just look through our clip and see what happened with my lord, so we can see ourselves, because I really want to see myself too. I really want to see myself as well, boys. Let me look though. There it is. I'm muted. Okay, let's see what happened. It was about here. Okay, so it was about here. Okay, so we went for a big old missile. Okay, cool. Missile setup. That's going to be a little bit of alter time. Milord Paladin and T-Rock are just messing around. It's going to be an alter time for him. Milord Paladin's going to give himself a little bit of reset. Bigger canosphere getting set up. Is this where it went downhill? Is this where it went? Milord Paladin got himself plenty set up. Arcane Missile is going to be a Paladin. I think this receiver goes for the big go. Yep. That's where I'm like, is he going to bubble it? Is he going to have to? Radiant Spark, Missiles, Hand of Freedom. He's got himself a big touch of the Magi. Or was that a barrage? That was a touch of the Magi, that wasn't it. Hold on. Let me rewind this a little. So there it goes. They've touched the Magi. Did it barrage him actually? He might have barraged. Missiles, missiles, missiles. Barrage? I think that's a barrage in there. Barrage connects. Touch the Magi is going to do a lot of damage as he's trying to go for a heal. Touch the Magi hit. Blink. Not quite behind the pillar, but he blinked. And how close was that flash of light from finishing actually? How close was this thing? Yo, we could look at this. Hold on. We can see this. Oh my god. It's literally on the HT of a flash of light. My god. He blinked right on top. And then went for barrage. That is rough. Wait, and that was touching the Magi? So what hit you twice? Someone hit you for a ton of damage. Hold on. What hit you here? Hold on. That's what I'm wondering right now. So is this just Radiant Spark doing some damage with missiles? I think they're just missiles right here. And then there's a Arcane Orb. Because then it was, I guess it was a barrage at the end of it, then Arcane Orb, and then there's touching the Magi. That is actually nuts. That was just clutch. Like, it was a perfect range of blink to just blink on top of it. Pre-send the barrage, and it was pre-send barrage with an orb following. Oh, okay. That's what it was. Alright, Chicago, are we ready? I'm gonna guess you are. We're gonna go again. Milord and Chicago, getting back in there, boys. F2, dude. I do want to see F2. Like, F2 just had cooldowns and he wanted to go from one to the next to the next. He almost one-shot the whole enemy team. He was like, who's next? Who's next? I got cities rolling. Please, just give me a target. Oh, man. He was so eager to go from one to the next to the next. He really just needed, like, give me a target, please. I got cooldowns rolling, dude. I know it's like kind of annoying. It's like, hey, why are you hitting me? I'm not even dueling you. Why are you attacking Hellproc, dude? He's not even dueling you. He's the monk. But yeah, if you guys are going against F2, just send somebody, anybody, whoever is next in group. You better be available eyes, just to give him a target so he doesn't cleave the whole enemy team. Because he has a lot. He has a big stick and he's just swinging it, dude. Oh my god. So Twitch. I sent barrage at 3 stacks instead of 4. I knew it was enough. Crazy, dude. We got ourselves team 1 together with C, Vark. On this team, we got ourselves Held Rock, Vengeance, Yahi, as well as Chicago. Versus team 2, we got ourselves Joful. We got ourselves Milord Palo. We got ourselves F2. Milord Palo right here. We got your boy Skills. And up in the air, we got TM Assassin. Hanging around by the corner, boys. Looks like it's going to be Held Rock first up as a Marksman Hunter versus Joful. That's going to be finished out immediately. Held Rock going for that pet sack in the opener. Going to take a bit of the damage from Joful. but I think he's going to be a-okay for now. Taking a bit of that dot damage though, needs to get himself a little bit of recovery as a marksman. What can he really do to heal? Got himself an explosive shot, going to be big Kyrian setup, big rapid fire, double tap, going to be joyful with that evasion. And that's going to be advantage to top of it as well. Flare for Heldrock. Has himself a big Kyrian go. Another Garrote coming out. Has himself at least topping off on health. Freezing trap for the Rogue. That's going to be a biting shot as he's trying to get away. Cloak of Shadows. Got himself a rapid fire. And that's going to be a slow onto Joful. Going to be a trigger for Heldrock as he goes for a Turtle Shell. That's going to be lots of cooldowns getting sent out of all of these two. Big Vendetta for Joful. Still wants to go for the big setup with Heldrock. Once it continue the burst, going to be a disengage. Try to go for the malediction trick. It looks like it started channeling, but doesn't continue. And Joful is going to miss out on that trick damage for a bit. Heldrock still super critically low on health. Throwing down freezing trap for Joful. Does he go for the camo, or does he just go for like some big one shot? Maybe he goes for the Kyrian go. Trying to get him. What the hell is healing him? Wait, did Yahi just heal him? Yahi's actually just healing him. Huh? My guy, what is this? Heldrock just stopped. Heldrock just stopped because Yahi's healing him. Joful wants to continue the duel, but Heldrock, he just sacrificed himself. What part of the 5v5 1v1? What part is the most important for the 5v5 1v1 duel, boys? The 5v5 or the 1v1? Wait, Tfue? Wait, F2 came in to kill Yahi and Chicago burst him down? Wait a second. Can we get a B-res on everybody? Can we get a B-res everybody? Yo, can team 1 B-res Hunter again? And can team 2 B-res that Shaman? That Shaman came over to slap down Yahi because Yahi is healing a Hunter. Timeout. Yeah, can we get a B-res on F2? F2 did nothing wrong there, dude. F2 actually did nothing wrong. He saw Yahi, my mans. It's a 1v1. Yahi, actually, I feel like Yahi kind of deserved to get one shot there. Because it's a 1v1 duel. Like the 5v5 1v1 duels, the most important part is the 1v1. Yahi over here clowning. That is kind of a clown move, not gonna lie. Milord Pala, can we get you to go over there and res F2? You guys might not like the amount of burst F2 got going on, but can we get that boy back in? The only reason he started attacking Yahi is because Yahi is literally healing the Hunter in a 1v1. You literally can't do that. What is going on? I mean, the Sham and Earthshield and the Rogue. Oh, did they? Did it really? I didn't even realize. Wait, I didn't realize. Yeah, can we just take those Earth Shields, all that stuff off? Just get the Rogue and the Hunter a bit of a reduel, like a proper reduel. Yeah, can we just get Joe? I didn't even realize he had an Earth Shield. Wait, we got two clowns in here then. I didn't even realize that. So then Yahi isn't that bad of a bad guy because F2 apparently had an Earth Shield and a Rogue. Can we just have a redo? F2 versus Heldrock. We got basic and full cooldowns back. Can we just have a normal proper duel here? Can Heldrock actually get himself a proper duel? We were gonna have coming into this a little bit lower in dampening, but I didn't realize it, dude. I literally didn't realize it. Actually, if the Rogue has the Earth Shield, I guess Seaver could spell steal it. Yo, F2, keep your shield to yourself. Yahi, I probably came in too strong here. I see why you did it. It looked like you were clowning. I didn't even see F2. I think the footage is gonna show who's clowning. The footage is gonna show. So maybe I gave Yahi too much crap just now. And a lol. I know why, dude. Why? Okay. Heldrock, hopefully he gets a full chance to go. Or if he wants to go later, that's fine too. Mage is giving him buffs. That's fine actually. Yo, mage buffs are fine. Priest buff is fine. Warrior buffs are fine. Warlock Hellstones are fine. Certain things are fine in these duels. I guess I gotta go over the 5v5 duels, boys. Welcome to the 5v5 1v1 duels. It's a 5v5 1v1 duel. Try to duel each other as 1v1. Certain buffs can be transferred across your team for the sake of bringing variety to your team. Warlock Hellstones are okay to pick up for your party. That's nothing we can control. Gateways, try not to use them unless you're the Warlock, but again, not much you can really control about it. Mage buff, perfectly fine. Priest buff, perfectly fine. Warrior buff, perfectly fine. Earth Shield, not fine. Earth Shield you keep to yourself. That's part of your healing utility. That's why for druids, if they're running Restoration Affinity, be out of bear form, right? If Restoration Affinity is what you need to duel, we don't really want to give the whole team like free healing. So be out of cat form so you're not getting leader of the pack buff, because that's your utility. If you don't really bring that to your group, In a 3v3 you do, but in a 1v1 you normally wouldn't. We allow certain things because they do and have shown to make duels more interesting. Like a Warlock Hellstone to a Warrior, Arms Warrior that has no self-healing against a Windwalker Monk. If that lets them edge out that close enough of a duel, we allow it. We allow certain fun stuff that make duels fun to watch, but not everything. And Joful and Heldrock finally getting a proper duel. Gonna be that Chimeric Poison onto Joful with a big old rapid fire for Heldrock. Does he have the cure and go? It looks like he does not. Maybe use the Sippy Cup though. Got a couple of bleeds rolling on him with a Vendetta. Could be really bad for him. Visit shot for Joful. Does he go for a Trinket? I don't even know if he has a Trinket. It's hard to tell right now. Now that we have to redo the duel. Big game shot. Oh, and a big arcane shot for the Rogue. Well done, well done. Well done, well done. TM Massing is gonna go and actually walk it through the flare. Heldrock going for a bit of a hunter's mark. As TM Massing actually just couldn't really get himself a big go. It is subtlety. He also have 2 shadow steps, so he still can get himself a big go. Heldrock wants to go for a big rapid fire. Gonna be shadow step by the Rogue. Cheap shot, interrupting the burst out of the hunter with the kidney shot to follow. TM Massing going for a Viscer's back-to-back freezing trap onto the Rogue. As he's gonna go for a Trinket with a Vanish. And the flare comes out, almost clipping him, dude. Almost clipping him. Almost clipping him. And Heldrock tried to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. TM Massing getting the sap. I think Heldrock might be out of options. Cheap shot, super DR'd. Heldrock with a scatter onto the Rogue with a binding shot. The Rogue does not have a cloak of shadows. It could maybe shadowy. I don't even know if he can shadowy duel. I think the Rogue is actually caught out in the open. Does have evasion. Heldrock trying to hit him with whatever he can. It's going to be explosive shot onto the Rogue. Still can auto attack him a little bit. But Heldrock is at no health whatsoever right now. He can keep the Rogue in combat with a pet. But that's about it. Hunter's Mark onto TM Massing with the pet attacking him. So the pet is going to be doing a bit of damage. Did pull the pet back to make sure the pet has a pet mend. But it's trying to keep the Rogue in combat. Camo for Heldrock. If the Rogue just AoEs, he was going to get the pet out in the open. As well as Heldrock, but he doesn't do so. And that's going to be Hunter's Mark still. He knows where the Rogue is at. Heldrock is carefully watching the Rogue. Catching up on a lot of healing. Gonna be a TM Massing, trying to see if he can pick up the eye. Gonna be a scatter shot by Heldrock immediately. Double tap available. Does he have a big go? Gonna be another binding onto TM Massing. I don't even know if he can shadow step. He actually did bind himself while walking out of the arrow. Big M shots coming out. 1, 2. TM Massing super low in health. Actually gonna be a kill shot here. It looks like the Marksman Hunter does take the Rogue down with a freezing trap onto the Warrior. Gonna be a Trinket as skills going in for the big damage. Avatar is activated. Get himself the most setup going. That's gonna be knocked back by the Hunter. Could maybe go for a leap to catch up to Heldrock unless you already used the leap. And Heldrock is trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. 8 minutes into his duel, Shackler does Shadow Melded. And Heldrock is actually at no health whatsoever, 20% dampened because of the way that the duel started. But it's okay, boys. It's okay. Just gonna mean that it's gonna be shorter duel. Skills actually get to slow down. Was that just a concussive shot? Does Heldrock play the stun with his steady shots? I haven't seen him use it so far, but I wonder if that's what he's running. Actually, what Honor-Towns is he running? Can somebody on Team Seavark send me a screenshot of what Heldrock is running for Honor-Towns? I'm actually very interested. But he's running for PvP towns. They used to call PvP towns Honor-Towns back in Legion and WoD. I mean Legion and BFA. Do you know they just call them PvP talents? I'm so used to them calling them Honor-Towns. Big explosive shot, big Kyrian setup by Heldrock. Stormbolt flying, and Skills does get hit with an aim shot at the end. It looks like Lord Pallet just gonna charge out, scatter shot by Heldrock. So far, Heldrock has held off 3 classes, probably one of the best matchups for him, but the Paladin is going to be a whole nother story. Freezing chop at Lord Pallet. Looks like Lord Pallet is lagging a little, trying to go for the biggest damage versus Heldrock. Going to be blind. I don't think Heldrock has anything left to keep him alive. The pet and him are both blinded, no health left, and Milord does slam him down. Dampening destroys me. Yeah, it is going to do quite a bit of damage, especially with Vengeance going up next. Especially with Vengeance being up next. Big wings available for Lord Pallet. That's going to be bubble out of this Paladin. Vengeance holding on to his bubble. Milord Paladin needs to somehow force a bubble out of Vengeance. Otherwise, Milord Paladin in this chess match of Paladins is going to be a little behind. Hodge, I think it might be over. And that's going to be done and done, as Vengeance was the one to get himself a full go versus Milord Paladin, forcing the bubble early. F2, trying to see if he can one-shot Vengeance. That's going to be a bubble only for 8 seconds. F2 might still be able to have a big go afterwards. He's got the fish slapping, flapping. And he still could probably have himself a go. Wind strikes are coming out. Big damage. I think it's still has a lot of Maelstrom set up. Could still have himself a massive go either way. He just needs to get on top of Vengeance, get that Maelstrom rolling, maybe even interrupt him. Try to go, I think, for a Sundering just now. Vengeance still super low, and a big chain harvest. Just harvest the Paladin for all his health. With, looks like Seavark is popping in Viz. I don't know if he's up next or not. Is that Chicago? Did Chicago get an abyss charge, by the way? Chicago's the one trying to go for the big bursty burst onto F2 with Ghost Wolves and everything. And F2 popping in the wall, just trying to see if he can survive this damage. Chicago got a lot of damage rolling up. F2 just trying to see if he can survive it. Got the Ghost Wolf mobility. And so does Chicago. 10 minutes into his duel, 34% dampening. And Chicago swapping to an Earth Shield, actually. F2, I don't know if he got one up and running for himself. Probably needs to get an Earth Shield if possible. But does have himself plenty of healing. Maelstrom, using the Maelstrom and using the healing on it, tells to keep him rolling. And actually get to see, okay, so he ran a Chimeric sack and he did go for that stun with a steady shot. So actually, Hellrock did go for the stun with steady shot, the new auto talent. Oh no, he went scatter, never mind. He went scatter. So he did play Chimeric. I don't know if he got to use Chimeric. I guess any of the other guys. Interesting. I think I saw him use Chimeric once. But I don't really know if, like, the silence, I guess, doesn't really work on rogues and warriors, does it? Either way, they'll play it well. Tfue dodging away from the Fate Transfusion is going to hit Chicago with a Sundering. But Chicago is still trying to catch up to F2. F2 just trying to prolong this the best possible. Earth Elementals is just beating up each other. Wait, Chicago created a train. Chicago has an Earth Elemental beating him up, and then there's an Earth Elemental beating up that other Earth Elemental. So now Chicago has a little choo-choo train. F2 is at the front of that train, dude. They just made a train. It's like a snake, dude. It's like the snake game from the old Razor phones. We're going to be a stunner to F2. Does Chicago have any go here? F2 with a massive chain harvest. Harvesting quite a lot of health from Chicago and everybody else. Massive heal. Also healing his own elemental. Chicago going for a bit of a retreat with the soul shape. The F2 catching up. Big Sunder. Does Chicago have anything to survive here? Trying to go for healing. Maelstrom is down. That's going to be C-Pod, and F2 just survives it. Big damage for this man. Yeah, he is up next. Is F2 the last one? Dude, F2 with 45% damage, but it could be a really rough situation. Wall up, gonna drop down stun totem, not stunning Yahi. Actually, Yahi trinketed the thing immediately. I think he trinketed immediately or walked out of it. Karma onto F2, not a lot he could really do in that situation. And down he goes. Man, for a duel as confusing as it started, Hellrock ended up holding off pretty well. Hellrock actually didn't do that bad at all. Gotta give that Marksman Hunter plenty of rep, dude. That was well done. Well done. That was a weird duel how it started, but that was well done in the end. I did like that. But yeah. Yo, boys, good duel. Do we go again? Do we go again? How's everyone today? Dude, I'm doing great, man. How about you? Yo, thank you for sending me C-Work. I appreciate you. Yeah, I gotta look back. I guess with the whole confusion, it was hard for me to track whether he did use Chimeric on the rogues or the warrior. But I imagine that slow with a 90% slow with Chimeric would have probably came into handy with some of these rogues, dude, when kiting him around, right? Either hit him with a slow or a 90% out of the root or a 90% slow. What else could it do? But yeah, for the rules, boys, we've been doing these duels for a while, and we've developed a set of rules that are fun to watch for the viewer, right? We're trying to keep these duels rolling in a sense of what would be fun for the viewer, which aspects are allowed, you know, which ones are not. And there's a certain amount of like self-healing, self-survivability, talents and abilities that we have for classes that should be kept to themselves, right? You're trying to keep it as a 1v1 duel. There are some things that are shared and things that we just simply can't control, right? Like bringing a mage with an arcane buff, 5% intellect, right? We can't really control it. Like when a mage presses arcane intellect, they're just gonna buff everybody else in a group. Like micromanage it to make sure everybody right-click the buff. It's just too much effort, too much work. It's just you're not gonna be able to do it. Same thing goes with like priest buff, warrior buff. So those are just generally allowed. It's like, hey, you know what? If people want to bring the shadow priest to the duels and not just all paladins, let's allow them. F it. Warlocks, same deal. Warlock hellstones, you can't really control it, right? And trying to micromanage it to that degree, like it's gonna be impossible. Certain auto talents, like we can see what people use them or not. Like Shadow Priest at some point needed a void shift because they were squishy. Nowadays Shadow Priest can heal himself a ton and they're pretty tanky, or tankier than they used to be. So we're like, you know what, void shift, don't bring that into duel. For rogues with Shadowy Duel, we're like, you know what, when sub rogues weren't doing a lot of damage, we're like, you know what, you can use Shadowy Duel on another enemy to like catch a reset. When sub rogues had no damage. Now the sub rogues blast, we're like, you know what? If you're gonna shadow duel, use it on the guy you're dueling, not on anybody else. And most dudes are fine. Most dudes are fine to use certain auto talents and not use certain auto talents some way. These are the things that we can control. Like, if a feral druid needs to play, what is it, Ysera's with Restoration Affinity, And if they need leader of the pack for duels, fine, that's perfectly okay, but just don't be in like a cat form to give your allies that buff when they're dueling. Don't be in bear form to buff up the Sarahs. Like, there's only so much things we can control, and most dudes are cool about it, dude. Most dudes are respectful to try to make these duels fun. Just simple, easy rules to follow. You know what I mean? So throwing down Nerd Shield and ally, like, you know what, that's kind of your own self-healing, just keep it to yourself kind of deal, you know what I mean? I mean, that's how it was back with Paladins have buffs that you put up, like the mana regen, and absorb thing with kings. We're like, Paladins, keep them to yourself. You know, little things. I didn't tell him to heal me. I didn't care what he did. It's all good. Rogue had an earth shield. So the monk was trying to anti-clown the cheat in a sense. It was all confusing at the start. Yeah, I appreciate Heldrock, because look at Heldrock, dude. He saw what's going on. He saw the monk kill him. He got confused. He was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna die. I don't know what's going on. I want to keep this duel fair. I don't know why the monk is healing me. He was like, maybe monk is doing some weird stuff. I'm just gonna stop. Most dudes are coming into these duels that are enjoying these duels, are having fun with it. You know what I mean? I like the honor duels, dude. I like the honorable players, you know? Like F2. Like him attacking the enemy team, what, last game before this one, on Lords of Lordaeron, like, I actually don't hold that against him, because he was just trying to figure out, who am I going up next? I got full cooldowns, I need to go. Like, I understand it. He'd end up not killing anybody on that team who's like evenly hitting people. Like, I don't know who I'm going against, just give me a target. You know what I mean? Stuff like this, there's going to be confusion. People are really excited. People just kind of got cooldowns rolling. There are some things that are understandable. You know what I mean? Some things that are understandable. You know, that's how I view it, dude. And I think so. You just explain something. Yeah, we're just chilling. Are you done with the rules? No. We want to go again. Yo, if Chicago got another group, we can get Malord in here, dude. Malord wants to go win again. Yo, Heldrock, you're fine, my dude. So, you are perfectly fine, my guy. You're good. Yo, Heldrock is such a nice dude. What is such a nice guy, dude? He probably meant to Earthshield himself. Maybe. Like, that could have been it too. Yeah, maybe it's just a simple confusion. Honestly. Maybe he did mean to Earthshield himself. And maybe just targeting the rogue at the time, like, maybe checking the rogue talents or whatever. Maybe he didn't. I never really know. Thanks for keeping him alive. Yo, you did good. You did good. Marksman actually looks like a lot of fun. It's harder to play, it's pretty squishy, but it does quite a bit of damage. Listen in chat, why is that not allowed? Lol. Was same F2? Was that him? Why is it not allowed? Yeah, so we have like, if you guys want to peep the Discord, we have a section for like 5v5 1v1 duels. There's not like a crazy set of rules for 5v5 duels info. There's just simple rules, like, and there's the rules that are constant no matter the patch, no matter the expansion. And there's special rules depending on how things go. Like at some point priests were allowed to void shift. Now it's like commerce thing. Yeah. Seavark hooked me up with screenshots. Yeah, what do you think about what do you think about concussive shot stun while I have him here? I want to see what Heldrock says about it. Like, does he think it's any good or not? Maybe it's hot garbage. I'm still ready. Perfect. Yo, we need Chicago ready. If Chicago is ready, I'm all done GGs already. Is Chicago done too? Is that whole team fall apart? Are we done ski for the night? Because it is 7 PM. We usually do this up until 7. Let's see what he says. Yeah, we're chilling, boys. We're chilling. It's just, I'm glad that we're getting some new people, dude. That's just what's gonna happen when you get some new people that never join these duels. Like, we don't even have like crazy rules either, right? It's just small, tiny rules to mostly. At his Bennett, so you could chill me on that. I was ready to go again, but that's okay. No, it's all good. I peeped at 6 PM. Yeah, good. Chicago. I was actually super excited to do more duels, man, but it's all right. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, man. I was chilling. I'm a little tired, but I'm enjoying these duels a lot. I like the variety we have, the big bursts that we got going on. I'm enjoying it, dude. The game feels pretty deadly, and I'm super excited to play more, man. But yeah, we're chill. We can chill. We can call it here. Yeah, for sure. Dalaran, hashtag 1340. Yo, all you boys are more than welcome to add me on BTAG, man. I think shot is too many. Ideally, you want to get son off quick. Enough is enough. It's a nice low though. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I wanted. Fair enough. Wanted to know a hunter main what they thought about it. Yeah, I was kind of hoping the concussive shot was going to be pretty good, but yeah, it's not bad, but it's not amazing either. Yeah, if you guys need to add me, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a Sinja. Gotcha. Yeah, add me on Real ID so we can get so I can invite you guys in for the duels next time. Add me up so I can invite you for the duels next time. I think we calling it here. Maybe ask him if he is Sinjai. Is Sinjai? Sinjai? What is it called? What's the name? Sin Yai. Sin Yai? Is that him right there? Yep. Okay, cool. Let me actually mark it. Joful with Sinjai. Joful from Duels. Sin. Oh, Sinji and then Sinjai. Whoa, this is okay. Wait. Who's Sinji? Really nice rogue person. Okay, that's a different person then. Joful from Duels. Here we go. I should add also Rogue. Rogue from Duels, just so I know who's who. From Duels, Rogue. Rogue, smiley face. I'll be asking myself, why'd I put a smiley face? And I'll be like, you know what? I probably added him for a reason. Yeah, but we'll call it here, boys. We'll call it. Chicago disbanded the group so I can take a break. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you, boys. I do need to get some more done, get some sleep at some point. Our friends list and so many people on it. Yo, the only reason it's absurd at like 300 people, there's 244 people on my friends list. The only reason it's this absurd because there used to be one for EU, one for NA, but now the Blizzard fused them. I have a lot of people on here now. I have just a ton of people, everybody in the mother on here, dude. But I try to at least add people that come to the duels regularly and people that make groups so that we can always have somebody making a group for the duels. And I try to keep it as small as I can, but it's all I can only do so much if so many people want to do duels. But yeah, it's all good though, boys. Thank you, boys, so much for going by. What's up, Broton? How you doing, my man? Hope you enjoyed the duels, man. How you doing? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Alrighty, boys, we're gonna call it there. Thank you so much for joining, dude. We missed your boy Chill Pills. Hopefully we'll see him next time. Maybe he's just out there grinding the PvP, grinding the rating. I do gotta get my caps this week at Tuesday, by the way. I had to find a I need to see if my heal wants to do some or just find a random heal and just roll with that, you know what I mean? But thank you boys so much for coming by. I really do appreciate you guys for joining him. I have a smaller friends not even close to almost 200 people. Yeah, I think most people have like maybe a friends list of maybe 50 people, maybe 40, maybe 100 if you like raid and you've been in multiple guilds, and maybe like if you're an officer, you're just adding people on Real ID just to interview them and stuff. If you're in a guild, you're going for like guild interviews and such. But yeah, got 20 people on mine. Yeah, everybody has a more or less a normal one. I used to literally add everybody on the mother back when I first started the whole streaming thing back in WoD. And then my BNet was having some sort of issues, like actually cleaned up my Battle.net list. Like having a small Battle.net list resolved some kind of like, it was a Battle.net app issue, like when you have so many friends. I think it's when people are logging on and off and like updating their stuff and joining groups. So I think it's when they added, maybe it was before quick join, but it was like when your Battle.net constantly does a notification on the bottom left, even turn off those notifications, it was just like get random stutters. And as soon as I like cleared my friends list down to like 100 people, it stopped. But I think they fixed it now since then, because it's like what, 244 people on here. I'm trying to have people added. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining, man. The stream wouldn't be here without you guys. Help me set up groups. Super fun hanging all of you here, and we're gonna get these duels up and running on the YouTube as well. Watch out for my gear for the duels. Yo, my lord, you did well, my guy. Boys, get yourself some arena caps done. Get yourself the conquest grind rolling, you know what I mean? Everybody trying to go for that 2100 just to get that duelist. Get the best PvP gear you can. You boys, good luck in that gear grind, you know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for coming by. I appreciate you guys so much watching. You guys have this as a good one. And as always, I'll see you boys next stream arena, okay? You guys take it easy. Alrighty, peace.
To your lies, where do
skin. Oh, light the blaze again that stood alive for ages. Breathing in the lies that keep me open from the truth that keeps me holding on. Holding on to your loss. Where do you think you'll find me when you destroy what is inside?